All right, we're live. We're live. Welcome to Press Start Podcast, episode 25. I'm gonna go ahead and just introduce the cast right away. We got Erica.
What's going on, everyone?
We got Alex.
What's up, everybody?
We got Jack.
Hey, what's poppin'?
And I'm gonna introduce the guest. You know, J Main couldn't be here today, so shout out to J Main. We got Jeremy, hasn't been here in a while.
Yo.
And we got the guy who claims he, created Press Start Podcast himself. Weapon Wheel.
I'm the big boss, man. That's all you need to know. Wait, hold on.
The podcast whore?
Okay. Hold on. That's what I need to talk about. Are you paying me for this? Because I ain't Jack.
No, it's podcast whore. Hey,
no. I was
don't do appearances free no more. My statue is bigger than that.
And we got Jack. I'm
serious. It's not a joke. Are you paying me?
Jack, do your motherfucking intro, dog.
Did I already do intro? You want me to do it again? Hold on, what's going on here?
Did he do intro? I don't know.
Jack didn't do his official.
Oh, he didn't. That's why it sounded a little bit. Okay.
Yeah,
it's exclusive to Weapon Wheel. I see how it is.
Nah, it ain't exclusive.
Anyways, yeah. Today we're gonna recap E3, and we're gonna go ahead and get started right away, man. Like, what's your thoughts on E3 so far, Erica? What's your thoughts?
Just overall?
Yeah, overall. Just what's your thoughts?
Jeez. Nintendo saved it in 25 minutes. That they did good. I was kind of disappointed with Sony a little bit. I'm sure we'll get into that. Ubisoft was actually decent. EA was terrible.
We definitely gotta talk about Ubisoft because we definitely gotta talk about that.
Yeah, and Microsoft. When we get to that, I have more thoughts on it, but a little disappointing in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Yo, Jeremy, what do you think of E3 overall?
Underwhelming, but not as bad as everyone make it seems to be.
Yeah, I actually agree. BG, what do you think?
It's just the worst one in the last 3 years, but that's just because the last two were amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jack, what do you think?
Sony showed the most games I want to play, so they clearly won. And Microsoft showed the second most games I wanted to play, so they had a good showing. And the rest, irrelevant.
All I hear is slurping and gagging from Jack right now.
That's all you ever hear.
All you hear is greatness from that Sony press conference.
Yo, Jack, should I block Tony from the chat, bro?
Man, you might
listen. Do not block my son. He just needs a hug today. Son, how was school?
Yeah,
it's funny. I literally had my cursor on the user timeout button just as you said. I swear to God, I was about to put this Tony on.
Yeah. Look, BG, my son just needs a hug. He just has a hard time.
I think we need to block Tony from Press Start Podcast, low key. Yeah. So, Alex, what do you think?
I was actually expecting a lot more cringe. I did get some, which is great. But games-wise, I think we sort of like hit a slump. I would have liked Microsoft to hit it out of the park, but they didn't. Sony was just a rehash of last year. Nintendo actually did something with Mario that I didn't think would ever happen. And I said that on Solid's podcast last night. It's like everyone took acid at Nintendo and they were like, we're all going to do drugs together, you guys. And it worked. So I'm kind of pumped for Mario. Ubisoft was actually pretty good. EA was not that bad, but it had a lot of weird moments, like that really awkward high five between the FIFA guys that they missed. And that YouTube guy who couldn't really read a teleprompter was pretty bad. But I'd say the whole conference was like a 5 out of 10 with everything put together.
All right, yo. So let's go ahead and recap these conferences. So EA went first. What did you guys think about EA's conference? I thought it was pretty weak overall. Star Wars Battlefront 2 looked absolutely amazing. I think that's a day one pickup for me. And what else did they show besides that? Like, I honestly cannot remember because it wasn't that memorable. Jack, what the hell did EA even show, bro?
Well, first off, it's funny because the most interesting game EA showed off was created by an independent developer, and that game being A Way Out. That was the most intriguing game they showed, in my opinion. The rest of the game's gonna have a shelf life of probably a month. Everybody's gonna buy Battlefront 2, which it looks good. They're not gonna play it after a month or two, so that game's gonna die quickly, like the other one did.
The DLC free now
Battlefront
too?
didn't die fast though.
Battlefront died kind of quick, bro.
Nah, it didn't.
Yeah. No, it really did.
I swear it
really
bro.
did.
I don't listen. EA, they do the same thing they always do. They show their sports games. They gonna sell great. People gonna play them. But other than that, I was bored to death, man.
It didn't die faster than Titanfall.
No, not fast and Titanfall. It still died though.
Yeah, I think because
Yeah,
the
but-
lack in content and the fact that you have a single player, but it's corrected in this one though. You guys not looking forward to that Battlefront single player? You think it's gonna be weak? Oh, Jeremy, what do you think?
About Star Wars?
Yeah, Battlefront 2.
Trash.
Oh my god.
I don't care about that single player. I'm just trying to shoot people in the face. You know how I do.
To be honest, the two best games that I was interested in was A Way Out, like Jack said, and Need for Speed Payback.
Oh yeah, I
does
almost
look good.
forgot. Yeah, that
Yeah, it
does
does
look
look
good, man. Actually, reminds me
And-
of Brandon shit.
And what was that girl's name that was speaking for Star Wars?
Oh, God.
So she is in a TV show called The League.
She like woke up the whole damn.
Bro.
Okay, but no, but let's be real, Jeremy. In the beginning, she was kind of weird, like being all mean and shit. And then she went backstage, came back out, and she was like, "Hi, I'm normal now." And they were like, "Oh, okay." So now you're like a normal person. Great.
Yeah. Need for Speed did actually look pretty good. Yo, BG, what did you think of Need for Speed though?
It looked all right. It looked cool. I mean, I
You don't like driving games, right?
I don't like I don't like driving sims. If it's a actual like fun car game, not I don't like games where you gotta obey rules of the road. If like I said, if you want to stop at stoplights, go drive a real fucking car. I don't get why I like obeying car rules in video games. But
Oh, wait, do you mean like car rules like in GTA or like actual like?
Nah,
Like
he doesn't
Simulation
rock with
driving.
like Gran Turismo and Forza and stuff like
yeah,
that.
where you gotta drive in a fucking circle for 10 laps. That shit's whack. I don't know why I like it, but I like games where the purpose of the driving game is for you to do shit you can't do in real life.
So you
I-
like arcade
Yeah.
drivers?
Yeah, that's what he likes.
I mean, simulation is simulation. As people like that for a reason, right?
Yeah. What's it called? The Way Out too. You guys pointed that one out. How do you guys? That look whack. Yeah. How do you feel
That look
about
whack.
like the whole game being
Who said that
a
looked whack?
co-op?
It look whack. I'm be real.
The fuck?
That joint look kind of whack. I ain't like.
It didn't look whack, bro.
It didn't look that
maybe the
bad.
faces and the animation looked weird. I thought so.
Nah. I'm not going shit on. Yo, the only problem I have with the game is that like the entire game is a co-op experience that you
And
play by yourself.
It's in split screen too.
And
you can't. It doesn't have online party matchmaking either. So
No, it
Yeah.
does.
no,
I
it
heard
don't.
it does.
I heard it does. I thought
They
you
said
said
they
it
say it
does.
do now.
It does, yeah.
Oh, at first they said it didn't. All right,
It
cool.
needs to.
Yeah,
It just
so
looked like a story-based Kane and Lynch, and I ain't with it.
You ever played Brothers?
Yeah, I did.
It's the same developer.
Yes, I'm not even with that. Like, see, Brothers for what it was a good game, but like that type of setting, that type of like influence game in a prison break, I'm not interested in that.
Well, you ever seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that.
Yeah, and
so
Great
Alright, go
movie.
ahead.
But I don't want to play it.
So a game like this, do you guys think it's going to be like a shorter experience? Do you think it's going to be long? Because if it's all
It'll be
co-op, like
short.
I don't think it's going to be a long ass game. It's
It'll
probably
be
gonna be
short.
short, right?
It'd be
It's gonna
annoying.
be under 5 hours probably.
Yeah, it's got
4 or 5 hours,
4 or
something
5
like
hours.
that.
It's probably like a journey length. More
I
than
think
like,
Brothers was like what, 2 hours? 3 hours? It was
Yeah.
super short.
And I
Yeah.
think it was on this podcast where I said I kind of hated co-op games. Like I hate playing co-op with people.
Yeah, you did, and which
I hate waiting. I just don't like waiting on
strange.
somebody and like having to like coordinate and team up with somebody. Like if it's
Strange.
multiplayer competitive, I like partying up, but I'm not trying to
Yo,
wait.
so
on
growing up, you never played no co-op games? Like you never liked it? Like I don't understand that. You weird, bro.
That's-
You didn't have friends growing
That's
up.
when I was growing up.
Weird.
That's when I
dog.
was growing up. I'm a grown ass man now,
Oh, here comes the I'm a man now. All right,
Grown-ass
here,
man.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
and I'm not trying to. Hey, buddy, let's get on and like let's do this together. Nah, I ain't with that. I'm more the little yo. Let's get on and own these noobs. I don't want to beat a game with you though.
Jeremy,
don't
how
wanna-
do you, how do you
You don't
feel
want to do
about
like a
this?
little couch date with your girl?
Me and
Like,
Jack are co-oping on Next Machina though. I'm down for that.
Oh, that ain't no date though, nigga. Hold on, wait a minute.
no, you can make it a day. You can make it a day.
You gotta buy me pizza, BG.
Yeah.
They want me to wine and dine him.
You know, Jack's all about that money.
I'm just saying, bro. God damn.
He's
Yo,
a
Jeremy,
whore, but he's a classy whore. Okay.
There you
Yo,
go.
Jeremy,
There you go.
how you feel about co-op experiences? Are you like this nigga right here, bro?
Nowhere near. As long as it's not trash, I'll play it.
Yeah, BG strange, bro. He's one weird man. Yo, so overall, basically, like that was like the entire conference, and we got a late stroller. Gaming Addict.
What's up?
What's up? We just talking about EA's press conference.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I ain't
I
mentioned Anthem, though.
was on my way back from the airport. I just got back from E3.
Oh, say a word, bro. Straight to a podcast. Yo, you should have let me know. Man's would have let you rest, bro.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, I didn't mention Anthem.
Yeah, because they didn't show anything of it though. What did they really show, BG?
I mean, a little vertical slice.
We didn't see no gameplay. It wasn't like just a quick little cutscene or some shit like that. I don't remember any gameplay. From it. Oh, okay.
I don't when it comes to Anthem. Like I saw it. Like I feel like they say it's like an open world game, but for some reason I felt like that entire flying system was on a gravital pull, like on a rail system, if you will.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if that was gameplay.
Yeah, we're gonna see more. Look, I have a feeling low key
The
is gonna get a downgrade a little bit, bro.
Nah, I have no doubt that game is gonna get Watch Dog, right?
It's definitely gonna get a downgrade.
Yeah, I think it's gonna play like that, but I don't think it's gonna look like that.
Yeah, it's definitely because it's a vertical slice. You already know how they hype it up.
Well, maybe the PC version will look that way if you have a really good GPU, but
Watch when it gets closer, bro. To date, bro, the game's not gonna look
exactly.
as nice, bro.
And I think too that engine is really, really great, and I could see that game doing some stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a big game when it does drop. Gaming Addict, we were just talking about our thoughts on EA's conference. You want to quickly give us your thoughts on it?
Trash.
Oh, anything you like from it?
Not really.
Need for Speed.
Oh, Need for Speed was lit. I will give it Need for Speed. I played that. It is good.
It is good. I have a question since you're at E3. Was it running 30 or 60?
I believe it was 30.
It was 30. Okay. All right. So quickly, if you guys are gonna have to give this conference a score, what would you score it? Gaming Night, want to go first, real quick?
5 out of 10, 6 out of 10.
5 out of 10. All right, so we'll go 5. Erica.
I think I gave it a 6 that day. Remember we were live?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change it to a 5.
Alex, what would you give it?
Yeah, that's a 4.5 out of 10.
I was nice that day.
Yo, Jack.
3.
Ooh, Jeremy.
EA, right?
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. BG, what would you give it? If you have to score out of 10.
Give it a 5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4 myself too. I thought that conference was pretty trash besides Need for Speed and Battlefront.
There's some potential there, but the conference itself was pretty bad, and
It was all scripted too. You guys saw that, right?
Yeah.
7 out of 10 because of Janina.
All right, yo, let's move on to Ubisoft, which some people actually claim won E3. Yo, y'all niggas agree with this? Or mans are just tripping?
I can see why. I
can't see it at all, bro.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is the biggest reason.
I think it might have been second or third. Like
I don't think rated that high either, yo. Like I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe it's because like I'm a huge XCOM fan, and they put that Mario thing, and like that resonated with me more. And like people keep going on about the Bones game, the pirate game. Like I saw that, and I'm like, I don't understand the hype behind that game, but that's just me.
I think
even Blandry right here just said it's the second best conference. Like what?
Yeah.
Yo, Nintendo, of course he gonna say that.
Yeah,
it was better than last year. I'd say it's better than last year.
Co-sign with that, even though.
Yo, all right, so let's break it down. BG, why is Ubisoft's conference the second best conference?
It's second best because like the others weren't that amazing. All
right, perfect. What did Ubisoft show, BG?
Like I said, that Mario XCOM game, just because I love XCOM, that's amazing to me. Like I love XCOM. So then that Skull and Bones game, I'm not into naval warfare, but that game looks good. If I was like a naval warfare fan, I'm getting that over Sea of Thieves. It looked good.
I'm not. Yeah, I see through that game though. That game is just Black Flag with PvP.
Oh, of course.
And there's no content. Okay, but there's no other naval, as far as I know, there's no other naval warfare game in existence.
So you're willing to pay a full retail price for that game? That's what
I'm saying. I'm not into naval warfare, but I would be like if I was into it, I would buy it. And then Far Cry 5, actually,
okay.
you know, even though I'm jaded about Far Cry, that actually looks refreshing.
Okay, what do you think about the graphics real quick? Was it only me that I noticed that the graphics didn't look that hot? What do you think? Yeah, for Far Cry 5.
I thought it looked good.
I gotta wait till see that on PC.
Yo, when they showed it, I was actually a little bit taken back. I actually thought the game would look a little bit better. Like it didn't look bad, but I actually thought it would look better though. To be honest,
it's gonna look great on PC because all the Far Cries look great on PC. So I don't have no doubt.
Yeah. All right. So what else, Mr. Second best conference? What else?
I mean, what else was it? There was I don't like the Crew at all. I think Crew is absolute garbage.
Okay.
Beyond Good and Evil, I'm not one of those fans that been waiting for that game like a decade. And all they didn't show no gameplay even with that. So, like I said, that was pretty much it. But even like I said, they're only second best because the others weren't that great. Not because theirs was great. They just got there by default.
All right, yo, BG's opinion is irrelevant. Yo, Jeremy, yo, what did you think about it?
People were saying, yeah, because I was hearing the same stuff, and I was kind of like, you, Kofi, like, why the freak are people saying that their conference was like one of the greatest? So then I looked back to see what the games they showed off. I mean, Skull and Bones to me, it looked interesting, but if that game is $60+, I'm not buying it because that kind of it's all like it's if you guys remember Steep, which came out, that game is kind of reminds me of Skull and Bones in a way because Steep shouldn't have been $60, but they still charge for it. And I think as someone had bought up that Skull and Bones is probably going to become the new For Honor. And it's gonna like come out, and then like maybe a month is gonna be completely forgotten about, which I pretty much think too. The Crew 2 irrelevant, Assassin's Creed don't care, South Park don't really care. Just Dance 2018. Stop it.
South Park is amazing.
Yo, bro, they showed Steep DLC. Like, what the hell, bro?
They showed a new expansion of Steep, irrelevant. Far Cry 5, well, we knew about that already. Beyond Good and Evil 2 was pretty much the biggest game that they showed.
That toy game too. I remember that Starlink, that toy game from Ubisoft Toronto.
Yeah. And but I do think that Switch getting that game, for the Switch is good. But outside of that, I don't know how people are saying that
second best.
What's wrong with South Park though?
No, South Park was good though.
I'm just not a South Park fan, so I don't really care about it.
You're not a fan of the show?
I think
no, just the franchise.
Are we actually agreed on something, Jeremy? I'm with you.
I've legit never met somebody that didn't like South Park. This is the first time ever.
South Park Stick of Truth is fun.
Yo, I'm not the craziest South Park fan. Like when it comes to like the TV show, like I've watched it and enjoyed some episodes. But I'm not like the craziest South Park fan.
3 episodes of South Park.
Yeah. I'm not the craziest.
It's a really great show when you get really deep
but
into
it. I did play and beat Stick of Truth, and it was definitely a really good turn-based RPG, and I'm definitely looking forward to this next one that they got. So yo, quickly, let me go over the games that everyone's saying this conference was second best. They showed Mario, which actually looked lit. I don't care what no one says.
Yeah, fuck anyone who says they don't like that game.
Yeah, the Crew 2, to me that was irrelevant. Did you guys bag that VR game they showed? Like, what was that? What was that game? Can someone explain it to me?
Enter the Home of a Mind. Have no idea what it's about.
Yo, but that display honestly just confused the hell out of me, and I didn't even understand anything about it or the game. Did you guys understand it? DG, you understand it?
I don't pay attention to VR games. I close my eyes.
All right, Skull and Bones. You already know how I feel about that Starlink, a figurine toy game.
Just Dance 2018.
Just Dance. Far Cry.
Baby Rockstar, that's the game I want to play.
And they showed Beyond Good and Evil some CGI, right? Which, that's definitely a dope announcement. A lot of people have been asking for this game. I don't see how people are hyping this conference so much, saying that they won E3 and it was the second best conference, better than Microsoft's. BG, was this conference better than Microsoft's? Because I think I seen you say that.
I don't think I said that, but it was like in terms of games that like were made. See, comparing them. I weigh games that you make. Like I give you more point because I do it like a point system in my head. I give you a higher grade on your conference if it's games you actually made. And like Microsoft's conference was full of games they don't make. So that's why it's like I kind of put Ubisoft above them in a sense, even though they're third party. Like, you know, Microsoft showed me shit that could have been at everybody else's conference for the most part.
Well, I mean, a third party would come to the conference of games that they made.
Now you say, but it's Microsoft conference.
But that's what I'm saying.
I was trying to figure out in my head what the hell you were talking about, BG.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, yeah, of course it's a third party. Ubisoft is third party, right? Yeah. But Microsoft is showing me a whole bunch of shit they didn't make. Their conference is not mainly made of games they made. It's the minority of their conferences games they made.
But I will agree. I ain't gonna even go into that. I'm gonna wait for the Microsoft topic because I don't need to go in right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so how do you score? How do you score them, BG?
Like, that's why I don't really compare. Like, I don't really compare the third party, conferences to the first party ones. That's why I only compare Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo.
Okay.
Am I the only one that, like, if they show more than like 3 VR games, I completely dismiss their whole conference?
No, you're not the only one. I do that too.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, Sony's conference was lit till I got to them VRs, and I'm I'm done.
We definitely gonna get to that. We definitely gonna talk about that. Yeah. But all right, so we basically heard I think Jeremy's thoughts and BG's thoughts. Yo, Jack, what did you think of Ubisoft's conference quickly?
Much like EA, they showed a whole bunch of games that are going to be dead within the month. I give them high praises for announcing Beyond Good and Evil 2. It don't sound like they really started development on it yet, so ain't no telling when that's coming out. Yeah. South Park, the highlight of the conference for me. I'm looking forward to that game. It was. I think people rate it so highly because of like the presentation, I guess, like the way they presented stuff, and you could tell that they really care about the games. You had a couple of people tearing up talking about the games they make, even though they might be trash. But it was all right.
Yeah. Alex, quickly.
I thought the Mario XCOM game looks fucking amazing. And if you ever played any game that was a Mario game that was made like an RPG or anything like that, like Super Mario RPG, it's fucking amazing. So I have high hopes for this game, especially because I love XCOM and games like that too. I would say Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be a big thing, even though it's on like day 0 of development. The Crew 2, people say it's irrelevant, but I think it's taking the steps in the right direction to not be what it was from the first one, and hopefully it'll be better.
I agree.
That'd be really nice if they do improve it.
Yeah, but who's gonna give this game a chance? Though, is any of us gonna give this game a chance?
They sold enough copies of the first one to make a second one, so yeah.
But is anyone like here interested, like, to pick it up?
I want to see what it does more than just the CGI. I want to see what gameplay happens.
Who here played more than 5 hours of the first one?
Yeah, I don't think I played 5 hours of the first one. I got that on PC.
Well, the first one was just a tower game, just like every other.
That don't mean they can't improve it though.
Yeah.
If they improve it and they make it what it needs to be, then it'll be great. I think from what they showed.
Am I the only one that thought the commercial, the trailer to that was weird?
It was a little bit strange. Yeah,
it was like. What's that movie, Transistor or whatever it is, where the Earth rotates and shit? I was like, this is like confusing.
Yeah.
It was definitely a very weird trailer, but I think everything else just kind of like washed away from me because I didn't really care about anything else in that conference. So I thought it was like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, Erica.
Honestly, I think people are ranking it so high because of the Rabbids game, the Mario game. Like it just
that shit, it's catching me off guard. For some reason, I thought when that shit leaked earlier, I actually thought that game was gonna be trash. Ubisoft.
I thought it was too.
Like when it came out and I seen the visuals, I was actually even impressed by that too. The game actually looks great. It
looks fun. I was going to mention Assassin's Creed. I don't think anybody mentioned it. I'm actually excited for Assassin's Creed. So I thought Ubisoft did okay.
Yeah, but
I only saw half though.
That showing was pretty retarded. Like, I didn't understand how the guy was playing like some off-screen shit off BG's monitor and shit like that. That shouldn't even make no sense to me, bro.
Yeah. That was kind of weird.
Take a look. It's very Wildlands when he has the hawk. It's just a drone. Like, they're just combining.
I think Microsoft showed Origins off better than Ubisoft, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of right now in my head. But just the whole like different weapons and stuff like that. It seems like it's more deep. Yeah. So I'm interested.
Yep. Gaming Addict.
I mean, when it comes to it, Ubisoft, a lot of their games aren't really for me. The ship thing. I mean, I hate when gamers reference another game to take out another game. Like, I feel like that's like kind of kind of like stupid. Like the moment that game popped up, all I saw on Twitter was, "Oh, it's the Sea of Thieves killers." It's like, you know, it's like the whole thing with me and Destiny and, you know, the Division and Anthem. Like I don't like games that are only referenced to take out another game. Oh my god. But you know, besides that, the Mario game, I rate the whole thing a 6, 7 out of 10 because of the Mario game, and I could do that because that one game was enough. I sat in 3 hours in a line for 3 hours to play that game. And
How was it?
It's just as good as it looks.
Jesus
so
Christ.
You know, I've just, for the most part, they didn't really show any like drop the mic moments. I was more interested in it. They published that game, that Mario game, that Rabbit. They published and developed it. So I thought it was interesting that Nintendo would let someone else publish a Mario game. But the crew looked okay. I mean, the Ubisoft entire area at E3 was packed, like packed. Every station had probably a 2-hour waiting list. And, you know, it's probably just because they opened it up to the public. But Assassin's Creed, I played it. I played it at FanFest, and it's good. It's really, really good.
All right, that's good to hear, man. Definitely good to hear. All right, so quickly, ratings, Gaming Addict, since you just closed up your point.
It's 6 out of 10.
All right, Erica.
I only saw like half, but I'll probably give it like a 6.
All right, Alex.
That's a 5.
Jack.
5.
Jeremy.
6.
BG, what would you score it?
6.
I'm giving it a 5 myself. All right, so let's move on. Bethesda. Their conference was actually pretty damn short. They showed 2 VR games, I believe. They showed what was it, Doom VR and Fallout VR, and they showed The Evil Within, which is coming out this year. That's good news. A lot of people are looking forward to that. And they showed Wolfenstein 2, which is going to be
crazy,
really dope. BG, what did you think about the conference overall?
So with this conference, there was only 2 relevant games to me, but like I was going, like I went into that conference and I was like, as long as they give me the 2 games I want, and I said the same shit last year, and that's what they didn't give me, was Wolfenstein and the Evil Within 2. And then to me, that just makes it a great conference, even though in for the entirety it wasn't. But because I like those games so much, to me it was a good conference.
Yeah, you got the announcements that you wanted.
It's only because I got what I wanted. Like, even though the whole conference was honestly kind of trash, because I'm not interested in the rest of those games they showed. I don't give a damn about those.
Yeah, Jeremy, what do you think about Bethesda's conference?
Short, quick, and to the point. I like their presentation. Doom, the VR games they showed, Doom and Fallout. I guess if you want to find Preston Garvey and Fallout 4 and build some settlements in VR, you can do that. The Elder Scrolls card game, really didn't have no interest in that. Skyrim on the Switch, and it's kind of fun. I mean, but again, you know, with the Wii U wasn't getting like a lot of games last gen. So I actually think Skyrim coming to the Switch is pretty cool. But so there's that. The Dishonored DLC they had, I guess that was cool. Quake, I've never really played. Is Quake kind of like Unreal Tournament?
So I'm the guy you want to talk to about Quake. Yeah, I'm the guy.
Okay. Evil Within 2. Didn't play the first Evil Within because that junk was like literally the whole game was like white and brown, had no color. But that Evil Within 2 trailer, the game has color now, so I'm actually interested now. So I actually might go back and play the first one.
It's actually a pretty good game. You actually should check it out.
Before 2 comes out, and Wolfenstein 2, that junk looked amazing. So I'm actually trying to play the last few titles before that one comes out. So I thought Bethesda wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Jack, what did you think?
They showed a decent amount of games. You know, they also got the new Dishonored standalone DLC coming out. Everything they showed is apparently coming out this year. You know, people get caught up on release dates, so that's a good thing. Me personally, I'm not interested in anything they showed, but people that are Bethesda fans seem to be interested in the shit they showed. So I guess they had a good showing.
All right, they gonna stop playing?
Huh?
You gonna get Wolfenstein and stop playing?
Man, look, man, I can't fuck with it, bro.
Yeah, you already know Jack don't play them kind of games, bro.
Can't do the FPS, bro.
Yo, BG, all you gotta do is all you gotta do is get the game for him, BG. You the big boss.
Yeah, go on buy me Wolfenstein, BG. What's up?
Bro, I already said I was buying you like Battlefront. You wild.
I'm saying though.
I'm not even one of these niggas that do this type of shit for you.
Okay, my bad.
Like you got like 5 of these guys doing this for you. I ain't that. Listen, it's not that type of party.
Yo, Jack low key finessing every nigga, dog, on the block. Do your thing, Doc. Yeah, Alex.
Tell me.
Yo, what do you think of Bethesda's conference, bro?
With Bethesda, Wolfenstein looked absolutely insane to me. Just like the whole visual, the art style, and everything going so fucking nutty all the time. That looks really crazy to me. Quake, I don't know how I feel about Quake. I was in the beta for quite a while. The classes seem a little bit strange to me, especially being an old Quake player. But I do have to say that I'm being more drawn to Lawbreakers over Quake, to be honest. With Evil Within, I never played the first one, but I definitely am going to play it once it goes on sale on Steam. Mm-hmm. And there was really nothing else. Skyrim VR looked very odd to me. It had a very weird look. On the Switch, it looked even worse, to be honest, and the motion controls don't really work for me.
That jump's about to have crazy glitches for Skyrim VR.
Yeah, it just looked weird.
I'm not with that.
It's a very strange kind of thing, and stuff just looked off to me. I will have to say though that the Scrolls card game, not interested in that at all. You know, I hate to say it, but I feel like Bethesda can be a one-trick kind of pony if all they have is just Fallout and Skyrim, and that can be pretty shitty.
Yeah, Wolfenstein, sir.
Wolfenstein I'm very hyped for, absolutely. But at the same token, you know, you can only do that game so many times, right? And Machine Head Games is great, but like, what else can they really do?
Yeah. Erica, what did you think about Bethesda's conference?
I'm one of those people, I'm just waiting for the new Elder Scrolls. Like, I was a huge Skyrim fan, and it just seems like they keep giving us like a bunch of editions of that game. They don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
So I mean, the games look cool, like Wolfenstein and all that looks crazy, but I didn't play the first ones, so I don't know. It was okay in my opinion.
How much you want to bet like Skyrim in the next like 3 to 5 years is gonna have a mobile version on your cell phone? Like I could see that totally happening.
That's the joke people have been saying around.
Like, yo, they're dropping this game on everything. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Gaming Addict, what do you think?
I thought Bethesda's conference was trash.
They had only 2 good announcements for me personally.
I just look, I understand everyone loves Wolfenstein, but I still ain't played the first one, so I don't have that feeling everyone else has. I played a little bit of the Evil Within, and it was a good game. I never finished it. Like I said, they started out with VR, put me to sleep. Then they went to Dishonored DLC, which, you know, I'm a huge Dishonored fan, but at the same time, I'm like, DLC? Really? I just thought it was poorly paced. They didn't really have any. It's like, unless they have a Fallout or an Elder Scrolls to announce, it's like they never come with anything good.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it was definitely light on content I found this year, but at least, like I said, at least Evil Within is coming out this year and Wolfenstein, so at least they had two pretty revered games dropping this year. So quick scores, Gaming Addict.
5 out of 10.
Erica.
4.
Alex.
5.5.
Jack.
4.
Jeremy.
5.5.
5.5. DG.
Hold on, Gaming. How was you got into Bethesda's this year?
I did, but I couldn't go because Xbox Fan Fest legitly kept me at their crib till like 8 or 9, so I couldn't get my badge.
I will legit get Bethesda like a 8 just because of their party. They party.
Yeah, I was told their party was lit. I
don't even know.
I was gonna say those people weren't there for the digital event. They're waiting for that party.
You're saying E3 is lit like that, eh?
Bro, Bethesda's party is money. Like nobody cares about their conference. Their party.
I never knew E3. Yo, it goes down like.
Don't they get like a big turkey leg or something like that?
You get a huge turkey leg and all open bar, man.
Now this time they had an entire park available.
But
it was like an amusement park and shit.
It was crazy.
I give it a 6.
You give it a 6. All right, so let's move on to Microsoft because I know we all got a lot to talk about. We got the boring conferences out the way. So Microsoft, like, I didn't think the conference was super, super bad, but was definitely disappointing. BG, what did you think about Microsoft's conference?
It was okay. I mean, they as far as their first party, I'm definitely interested. Like State of Decay, depending on I don't remember what is that release date? September, something like that.
What State of Decay?
Yeah, or
2018.
Nah, that comes out in 2018.
It's not even this year.
Not even this year, bro. What are you talking
about? Well, okay.
September was
Cuphead.
Was Cuphead.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting Cuphead. Absolutely.
Yes.
State of Decay, I'm interested in. I think that's it. I don't give a damn about No Man.
Crackdown look trash.
Oh my god, I gotta talk to you about that Gaming Addict. I really gotta talk to you.
It's not even like I think Crackdown looks bad. It's the release date. I can't participate in that game. I'm sorry. That release date is bad.
It might not be a day one, low key.
It's like sandwiched between Call of Duty and Battlefront, right?
Day never, man. Like I can't do it.
No, day never.
Never. It's just a bad release date.
Yo, because it definitely has a bad release date. It's right between Call of Duty and Star Wars Battlefront squish in between. Plus Ni no Kuni drops that week, but which is probably not going to be a big hitter that month anyways. I think another big game drops that month as well. I just don't remember what it is. Yeah, I don't remember, but I think another big game drops that month. So overall, like Microsoft's conference with BG, you wasn't really rocking with it.
As far as like I said, their first party, it was like maybe half the games I was interested in. The other games were good. They were cool third party games.
All right, yo, Jeremy, what did you think of Microsoft's conference?
Who about to get arrested?
Yo, it's BG, bro.
You know, there's always an ambulance passing by my house.
Microsoft, I actually felt, honestly, now that I look back, I honestly felt like they put the most work and time into their conference because I think their conference was the longest.
90 minutes.
The Xbox One X official price, I thought that was pretty much what it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be no higher than 600 because once you get to that price point, eyebrows are going to start to raise. So
even hardcore gamers say fuck that price.
Yeah, so it was really like a lose-lose for them. So I don't even know if they're gonna be making profit with the prices at now.
They're not losing. They said they're selling it at like exactly a cost.
At cost.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
What else did they show? Metro Exodus looked amazing. I thought a lot of the games they showed actually from Metro Exodus to I mean Battle I don't know because Battlegrounds is one of the most poorly optimized games on PC. So the fact that they're bringing that to Xbox, I gotta see how that play out.
It's not gonna be 4K.
That junk is gonna be.
I don't know how you port in a game that's not fixed on the original platform.
Yeah,
or even it's something that's in early access because they even have the early access program on the Xbox. But even PC guys are like, do not fucking get an early access game. It's the worst thing to fucking play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. State of Decay 2, which I actually liked last year at their conference. I was kind of disappointed with what they showed this year. The Darwin Project. It was that guy that it was.
That was terrible.
It was that guy that was a casting.
He was so bad.
That game actually kind of interested me, but I need to see more.
It's a MOBA. Me. Like, do you play MOBAs?
Huh?
Do you ever play MOBAs?
I have. I'm not like a big fan of them, but I play.
I mean, I put like 100 hours into Dota. That's nothing. But like, if you're into MOBAs, then that might seem like a game that you might want to play. But that caster ruined a lot of stuff.
He was like yelling, like screaming.
Oh man, I mean, that's a cringe moment.
Fake hype.
It was such a bad idea. I was like, who thought this would be?
You know what's crazy, BG? Though, like these guys actually rehearse this shit. You know that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you mean you
they don't have friends?
How you not bag it? Like, yo, this shit is trash. Like you guys actually rehearse this shit and be like, oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody loves y'all.
Well, they knew people's reaction was gonna be to that. They had to make some type of.
That's what I'm saying. That's like when you see women walking out with like bad makeup jobs. Like, nobody told y'all this shit was bad. Like, nobody loves you.
Yeah, don't kill me, bro. All right, Jeremy, finish. What else do you think about it?
Minecraft in 4K completely pointless. Dragon Ball Z Fighters freaking amazing. I cannot wait until that game comes out. Sea of freaking Thieves. I couldn't I didn't understand the hype for this game, and I kind of really still don't. But the gameplay they showed this year actually wasn't that bad. Sea of Thieves kind of actually, for once, kind of got my attention. Super Lucky's Tale. I mean,
oh my god,
they need any.
I heard it's fun though. They're saying.
I like I said, I played the Oculus version. Man, it's probably like the most generic, platformer there is. But the thing is, I don't know, because this is not the same one, right? This is a totally new one. I don't know if they're gonna revamp it. So we'll see how it turns out. But when I played it on Oculus, it was just really generic, man. It was just a really generic.
Your typical like.
I enjoyed it.
Cutesy kind of thing.
You enjoyed it, huh? All right, that's it. All right, yo, Jeremy, what else?
Cuphead, about goddamn time it got a release date. Can't wait to get that on my PC. Crackdown 3, I was actually really let down because they didn't really show anything to get me excited for Crackdown 3. What else did they show? Middle Earth, Shadow of War looked really good. Can't wait till that come out. I thought the backwards compatible thing they did with the Xbox Classics was cool. But that was like one of their biggest moments. So I guess people are I guess people are excited to play 10-plus-year-old games.
I ain't gonna lie, when they did that, I rolled my eyes.
Gamertag, you were live in the crowd, right? Gamertag, you're live in the crowd when that shit happened, right?
Yes, I was on the floor.
Yo, so can you confirm that was the biggest cheer? Because it sounded like the biggest cheer for me. Was that the biggest cheer?
I kind of think people cheered more when Battlegrounds was announced, but that was close. Like, and that's what I was telling one of my other podcast members. Like, when that's the biggest cheer, there's problems.
Because that was just totally embarrassing, bro.
Those Xbox fans were screaming Phil's name. I thought that joke was hilarious.
They were chanting it like a wrestler.
Phil.
Yeah, it was like a wrestler. It was like they were doing the claps and everything. I was like, what is happening?
But did you bag how like that got the biggest cheer, but like then Scorpio's price got announced and like no one really made a noise at all? Like I don't think I heard anything.
It's a damn shame. Damn shame.
I know BG feel a type of way about that, bro.
They were cheering when they announced the price. They were cheering too. Did you guys notice that?
Nah, I didn't hear no cheering. It sounded kind of quiet.
Well, they were probably told to cheer.
Maybe Attic can like confirm.
Yeah, Attic, you can confirm this right there, yo. So when they announced the price, like did the room move? Like anyone clap and get like really hyped or anything?
No.
Maybe that was put in. I heard it through the stream. I was like super like.
It was so quiet. I didn't even hear him say it.
Oh, damn.
The person beside me had to confirm what the price was because I wasn't paying attention at that time.
Oh shit!
He did kind of like sneak it in there, like, and it's $4.99. But
I don't understand why he didn't get that out of the way when they revealed the box. Like the placing of that $4.99 price point was pretty retarded to me. You guys agree, or you think I'm just?
They thought them games was impressive.
They're feeling themselves.
I think the thing is when you have a box like that, you have to sell that at a loss, especially with your place in the market. When you're looking at like where Microsoft is and where they want to be and what they're planning. A $4.99 box is probably the right price for it, but $3.99 would have really solidified it, especially since they didn't have any really big games that were saying to you, you need to buy this console because look at what we have for you, right? But I think they're going a whole other direction that we can talk about later, but that's kind of what they're going for, right?
Yeah, I'm going to let Jeremy finish up. What else, bro?
Last but not least was Anthem. Anthem looked incredible, but we've been down this road so many times to where games get revealed and they look incredible. And the more and more you see of it, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So,
Ghost Recon too.
So I'm trying to hold back judgment on Anthem, but it does look good right now. I thought Microsoft had a solid conference. Like I said, I gave their conference a 7 out of 10. The issue is all the games that I do want on Xbox, I can just get on PC, so I don't need an Xbox.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yo, Jeremy, you game on PC like that though? I thought you were more of like a PlayStation man. Like
lately, because I upgraded my PC like a couple of months ago. So,
there you go.
Yeah, what are you rocking right now?
RX 480.
That's a good card.
Yeah.
You on NVIDIA.
Good card.
I'm team NVIDIA still. I can't even lie, but a 480 will get the job done.
It's the same as a 1060.
If you're not gaming in 4K, I'm assuming you're gaming in 1080p. I'm just assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you good. You good then. Gaming
I mean, that card can do 4K.
Yeah, in some scenarios, yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, what did you think of Microsoft's conference? Did it convince you to get a Xbox One X?
It did not convince me to get an Xbox One X. What I will say is they show a decent amount of games that I would actually be interested in playing. Now, the reason people don't like this conference is all self-inflicted by Microsoft. You cannot have the tagline "Feel True Power" and have people wearing their shirts saying "I've witnessed the most powerful console of all time," and you sewing super duper Lucky's tail. People gonna have an issue with that. Like, and the game, and as far as I'm with BG on this, all the third party games, you don't get no credit for that, fam. Oh, y'all got Metroid. Oh, PS4 do too. Cool story.
And the fact they came up with a new term, they was using console launch.
Console launch.
Goddamn times. I was like, really?
Ridiculous.
You know what? They really try to finesse this conference, though.
They gotta try something.
At FanFest, they were throwing shirts out that says it's a monster.
Take it in, Jeremy, because I was like watching the conference, right? And I'm actually rooting for Microsoft to do well. Like, I actually want them to do well. When Phil Spencer came out, we got 45 games or some shit like that. I was like, 22. Oh, snap. Right? They said we got 45, and it's like 22 are 22 exclusives. I was like spazzing out because a lot of people are like telling me, yo, wait till E3. Microsoft gonna bring it. Then the whole conference, they use this term, Xbox console launch exclusive.
They tried to finesse.
They try to finesse. Low key, that shit obviously means that it's just timed content, that it's just coming to Xbox One first.
But the question is, how long? That's the question.
Yeah, 6 months to a year.
But still, man, I don't like the whole world.
It might not even be that long.
I get the timed, I get stuff's timed exclusive, but sometimes 6 months to a year is all it takes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that shit kind of bothered me. Like, this guy tried to finesse the whole conference. Like, all three was just trying to finesse.
They're basically trying to bet on your inability to be patient.
Yeah.
And I bet you a lot of people will lose that bet.
Yo, Jack, finish up. What else do you think?
They, like I said, they did show a lot of games that I'm very interested in, like Cuphead. I will be buying Cuphead on Steam. Ori 2, I need to get the original Ori. I do plan on picking that up as well. What else? Last Night. I don't know if the Last Night is exclusive or not, but that looked very dope.
That's gonna be on PC.
Well, I'll pick it up on PC or PS4. But like I said, man, overall it was a decent conference. But the reason people don't like it is all self-inflicted, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go through my issues with the conference after we just give our thoughts on it. But Alex, go ahead.
So I think a lot of games in that conference were really interesting, like Cuphead before, the Last Night after that. Getting games like PlayerUnknown's Battleground is a great thing for everybody to play because it's a game that is really good and really puts you in a situation that you've never been in before, or it's a very different kind of game, which the more people play it, the better, to be honest. I do like that they're doing a lot of like cross-play with Rocket League and with Minecraft and stuff like that between all the different consoles. That's really great too. I don't know. I think when you're looking at that conference, for me, telling me a console is $500 and someone who's primarily a PC gamer, I look at it and I go, okay, show me something that makes me go, damn, I kind of need to buy this, right? Because your whole pitch to me isn't power. It can't just be power because I have a 1070. You're not going to compete. It's impossible. When you say
I don't think they're trying to compete with your consumer base.
No. I think what they're trying to do is combine my consumer base and theirs together. That's what I think they're trying to do. But that's another conversation for another day. When you look at when I look at it from my point of view, I say, okay, I don't need to buy your console, but I will buy your software. There's software there that I do want to purchase. I think when you're looking at that console specifically and what they were trying to show, they didn't really put forth a good message enough to say, this is specifically the reason why you should buy this console, more so than anything else, I think. I think they really dropped the ball on that. They didn't provide a good message enough for that. And then the messaging in general was just really mundane and brought down. Like Mike Ybarra saying some retarded stuff on a podcast that's like, it's going to be comparable to $1,500 PC for $500, and that's wrong. you know, or like 6 teraflops. It's a monster.
You know,
like,
no kitties executives be hyping it, you know, and the fans feed the fans like just fall for it too, you know, like
they fell for it. You know, it was really bad what they do. Like, it's just unbelievable how they lie to everyone's face. Stuff like no compromises, 60 hertz, you know, all this garbage to you. And people ate it up like, come on, Phil, let's do it. And I was rooting for Phil. I would have loved to have him go through and be like, look at this fucking thing I did. Yeah, he was stressed out because, you know, and you know what's even worse, dude? What sucks is it didn't take a month. It didn't take 6 months. It took 15 minutes after that presser for Jeff Keighley to be like,
expose this shit, bro.
For Jeff Keighley to say, what does Crackdown 3 run at? 30 FPS. So Metro was caught on what, the system or a PC? It was on a PC with similar specs. Then the next day, Digital Foundry's like, Assassin's Creed, checkerboard, upscaled, you know, all this shit, 30 FPS.
The console's already been exposed, and if you go back and watch the reveal, like, right?
It didn't take a day. It didn't take a fucking day.
4K, the best quality pixels. You know, 60 frames per second.
They say the best VR experience.
Yo, you know how much people would hit me up, you know, because I be comparing like, you know, the Scorpio to, you know, similar equivalent GPUs and seeing how they perform to, you know, come up with an idea on how Scorpio will perform. Any logical person is doing this because these consoles and these PCs are, you know, basically this is the same parts inside and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be looking at it like that. And a lot of people were telling me that, like, no, I'm wrong, man. Like, the console's gonna do this, console optimization, this, that.
How many times on my videos people were like, Alex, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm like, teraflops don't mean shit. And then the second this happens the very next day, everyone's like, well, you know, checkerboarding isn't that bad. And it's like, bro, what are you talking? You were in my comment section not 6 months ago telling me I'm a fucking idiot. I made a 20-minute video reading this guy's post that was like a 2,000-word essay, just making fun of him, telling me that I'm stupid. And I'm just like, bro, not 24 hours later, you got fucked in the ass. Like, do not fucking come and tell me, like, you bit the pillow, son. You're done.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
No, but for real, like, if you're a fanboy, right? At least be like, all right, look, I was wrong. No, my bad. Right?
Yo, you see, the dudes be trying to spin it now. Like, they don't want to just come out like, yeah, you're right. You know, they just spin it.
They spin it and they keep
the new thing is it's up to the developers. It's up to the developers.
That's a lie. That's a fucking lie.
Hashtag it's up to the developers.
It on PlayStation.
Remember when they said they were
holding it back?
Yo, bro.
And it's media bias, and they're holding it back on purpose.
Right, because and then what? Digital Foundry got the first peek at the Scorpio. Yo, DF is on Xbox's side. The next fucking day, DF is back to being a Sony pony. Like, bro,
they love them then, and now
did not fucking clear in 24 hours. I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
Man. Yo, shout out to the 266 people watching
shout
the
podcast.
Out
to y'all. That's awesome. Thank you guys for watching.
Please hit the thumbs up button. Really appreciate the support. So, Alex, close up so we can get Erica's thoughts on this.
So I think they showed a lot of great games. I'm not going to be buying the console, but I think the stuff that they're doing and the ideas that they have for trying to combine Xbox and PC into what platform is really interesting. And I think it's a long tail game. But for right now in this conference, that was a 5 out of 10.
Okay, Erica.
I agree with Alex as far as the messaging just being really bad, just back and forth. Just we get confused every day. I'll start with the good though. I felt like the pacing was really good in the show. I felt like the stage presence was good. Besides that guy yelling at everybody, I thought it was good. And some of the games I can't wait for. Obviously, Ori 2 it's gonna be amazing. It looks gorgeous. Anthem looks great. I hope, you know, it's similar to that when it comes out. What else? Cuphead, of course. I've been waiting for this game for how long? Everybody knows that. I was like, my gosh, we finally got a freaking release date. So that was good. There's a couple others, but my biggest issue and the bad about it was that there's really no reason for me to get the Xbox One X, just because the games are on multiple platforms and all of that. But even if they weren't, and this is my biggest issue, Crackdown, State of Decay, what's the other one? Sea of Thieves. Even if they were exclusive to the console, it still wouldn't whet my appetite. I felt like those games were downgraded, especially Crackdown, the cell shading. I just feel like the graphics, they look kind of, well, I hate to use this expression, but kind of
just be 100. It's trash.
Kind of kiddie. I thought State of Decay looked terrible graphic wise. And I'm just thinking like this is supposed to show off this powerful beast. I think affected me the most. I was like, no.
Real quick shout out to the Super Jamaican. Shout out for the donation. I want Alex to debate Dealer. Alex, you about it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll debate Dealer one day.
Yo, shout out to you, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead, America.
Speaking of Dealer, I heard he was saying that checkerboarding is the norm now. And he's cool with it. And he also
gotta be kidding me.
Like, I heard these niggas be flip-flopping.
I was at work bored. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to these guys. But anyways, yeah, he was saying that, and he was saying as long as it doesn't have motion blur like Horizon. That's what he said. But anyways, back to what I was saying.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any logical sense.
Yo, BG, yeah, I just got $2. What's the cut, bro?
I'm gonna need 80% of that.
80% of $2.
Yeah, Jack, how much you need, bro?
I'm gonna need the other 20.
Yeah, so Erica, overall,
some of the games I can't wait for. It had its highlights for me, but it's just for myself personally, I'm not gonna get it. At least not at launch or this year. I'm not gonna get the X. So that was like the disappointing part about it.
Yeah.
There's just no reason.
All right, Gaming Addict, what do you think?
All right, here we go. First off, I think the only reason people are extremely upset with this conference is the $4.99 price tag. I feel like if that was $3.99, we wouldn't be having this conversation this way. I feel like the extra $100. I feel like Phil Spencer heard all those rumors that it was $3.99, so I don't know why he ended the conference with $4.99. If it's going to be $4.99, put it towards the beginning, so you know that's not the last thing people hear. I couldn't stand that they spent literally Sea of Thieves. They spent 9 minutes and 33 seconds. All right, Crackdown and State of Decay together they spent a little over 5 minutes. And Crackdown is their title that's coming out this year that's supposed to push the Scorpio, well, the X, and they spent more time on Anthem than they did their own first party game that's supposed to come out on the day.
Yeah, I know why, bro. I know why. Have you seen the gameplay that came out? But you were there and you actually played it. So I'm gonna ask you this real quick before you continue.
Anthem was not on the floor.
I mean Crackdown. How did Crackdown look? To be honest, when
look,
live in person.
I said it's trash. You know, maybe that was a little bit outreaching. Okay, the game isn't trash. Okay, it's clearly a visual downgrade. I talked to the dev. He did say that it's a real old build, but you know, I'm a consumer. That means nothing to me. So it's like I feel like the multiplayer is where this game's going to shine. I played the game. It was because, you know, during FanFest, the Monday night after the day after the conference, we all got the 500 people got to go to the Galen Center and play all the games. And I played Crackdown twice. And Crackdown's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's a very, very addicting, fun game. But I feel like if this game doesn't come out with a solid story to highlight the gameplay from this story, it's going to be straight up trash. Like, and they keep talking about multiplayer, and I'm like, look, like I even brought this up in, you know, Kid Smooth's podcast, Planet Xbox, and I'm like, look, I don't want them to go out there and do any coverage on the single player because no one is questioning the single player. But you know, what'd they do? They come out, and I knew the moment I saw the Destructive Engine not in that trailer, they would say it's a single player. 20 minutes later, it's a single player thing. I'm like, look, this game is not coming out in a year or two. This game is not coming out, you know, in the middle of 2018. This game is coming out with Project X. So, and I'm just like, why would you spend more time on a third-party title than you do the console that you're trying to push your system with? And, you know, that's my biggest issue. Like, I had no problem with the games they showed. You know, I thought the Scorpio reveal was kind of weird. But, you know, I did talk to Phil Spencer about that. I don't know if I should say that on here. But, you know, my issue with the whole thing is I understand Anthem is, people it's like the whole thing happened with the Division. They're so obsessed with finding that money bank that Sony gets with Destiny, because Sony gets a lot of money from Destiny every year. They want that equivalent to it. And it's just like, look, like Anthem's coming out next year, holiday. You could have showed Anthem next year. You needed to push the title that you're trying to push now.
You know why? Because Crackdown didn't look. Yo, I've watched a lot of gameplay from it, and
playing it is a lot better than looking at it.
Yeah, I come to the conclusion that like the reason why they didn't spend much time during the presentation and spend more time with Sea of Thieves, because to be honest, Sea of Thieves actually looks like the better looking game than Crackdown 3.
I don't really like. I disagree. People
visually, BG.
No, yeah.
He just don't like the artwork. We won't go into that.
If you're talking about visually,
it's more visually appealing than Crackdown 3. Have you seen Crackdown 3?
Have you seen Crackdown 3? I can't agree with that either. Like Sea of Thieves looks like everything is made of clay to me. I hate that art style.
See, Crackdown doesn't look bad. It doesn't. When you're actually seeing it, it doesn't look like what it looks like on the screen. But that's not the issue. The issue is, it kind of had like clunky controllers, but that he said he's addressed everything that we were complaining about. But it's just like, look, like you give us this demo and you give us no orientation of the story at all. It's just like I went into this conference like kind of hyped for Crackdown because I enjoyed the last two, and then I play it and I'm just like, I'm completely underwhelmed. The game I went there for wasn't even on the fucking show floor, which was State of Decay.
Jeez.
and I can almost guarantee you guys right now State of Decay is coming out in holiday 2018. Jeez. I can almost guarantee you it's going to get, because the way I see it, Halo Wars 2 was the same scenario. It got pushed back.
Yeah.
It got pushed back to 2018, but it was still on the show floor in 2017. It was still on the show floor last year in 2016. State of Decay was nowhere to be found, only media only. And I'm just like, it wasn't at the Fan Fest thing. It wasn't on the show floor. And I'm just like, this is the game that I was so disappointed of how they showed gameplay with these two games, and especially State of Decay. So many people were sleeping on this game because the first one was an arcade game. The one time they can go out there and show them that, we mean business with this game, they only do it in little slides between a rail. And I'm not going to say that the conference was trash. They had above average conference. They needed a spectacular conference.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Finish up.
But it's like I said, I did enjoy the conference. And maybe it was because mainly I was there, so you would get a little bit more of a hype from it. But they did make a lot of mistakes, and it's like you guys said about the the tricking and the wording. I've been told by a lot of people that, when I talk to the Battleground people there, that's not timed exclusive. That's full-blown exclusive.
Are we shocked about Crackdown 3 though? Because
not really.
If you want, never meant to be a big game in the first place.
If you want my honest opinion, I think that game was supposed to be canceled. And they canceled the other games that they canceled, and they pushed that one out.
They couldn't afford it.
That was rumored too.
They couldn't afford it, because I heard I was having development problems, and now looking at the game, like, yo, dog, I could guarantee this shit native 4K. The way it looking, it's definitely native 4K, bro. The way that shit looking. Bro.
About the campaign being 3 hours.
Yeah.
They rush, I think.
I don't take too much into that consideration.
But
there's a lot of games like that you could beat. You could beat Zelda in 3 hours.
You can beat Morrowind in
but
low key, I feel like when this game drops, it's not gonna get good reception. I'm just getting that kind of feeling when it drops after looking at it, because I could tell a lot by looking at gameplay. Like I could tell a lot, and I don't know how.
Hey Kofi.
At least we know.
Where you say it? Yeah.
Didn't you hype up?
Whoa, chill. Who I record, bro? I was actually excited. I was actually, before the game came out.
I hyped up that game.
I was looking forward to playing it. I never hyped it up. I was looking forward to it. Well, after I did play it, you already know the whole debacle that I went through with that whole shit, with the whole loading screens and all that bullshit, bro. We ain't trying to get into that. All I'm gonna quickly, give my thoughts on Microsoft's conference. So first, I feel like the opening scene that they did, like the opening video, actually started off the conference right. How they revealed Scorpio, that trailer. So I feel like the conference actually started at a high point. The next, they went to Forza Motorsport 7. I know some of y'all think that shit's boring, but I actually think, I actually am a fan of the Motorsport 7.
Car out on stage and was talking about the car.
The game did not look great though. And you can't even tell me Forza Motorsport 7 does not look leagues better than GT. BG. Yeah, GT.
Visually?
BG. Yeah, like just in you've seen gameplay from both now. Which one just looks better? Like the better racing game?
Both of them look trash.
Oh my fucking
bro, you don't understand.
That was the best looking game on the whole show floor.
Sims to me look garbage. Like these games are visually.
All right, you know what?
Visually,
all right.
Visually, Forza looks better. Gameplay wise, they both trash.
Oh my god. All right, BG's opinion is irrelevant. Jeremy, what do you think? What do you think
about Forza
compared to GT? You've seen gameplay from both now, so what do you think? Which one just looks striking?
Forza look better.
Forza look better, huh?
But I don't care about neither of them.
Oh my god! We moving on.
I like arcade racers.
Y'all niggas don't like racing games.
I like arcade racers. I don't like racing sims.
Bro, we have real cars. We can go on one right now. It's not fun.
Yo, but you can't. I can't pull up in a Lamborghini, bro. So I'm pushing a fucking Corolla, bro.
Hey,
so am I. Corolla game.
In life, BG, there's a respawn. In real life, you go to the hospital, you don't respawn.
Yo, like BG, bro. Not everybody's pushing a Lambo, bro. So sometimes we gotta hop in these racing sims. See how it feels like. See,
I'm not one of those people who care about luxury cars. Like a car to me is nothing from.
Wait, you're a New York resident. You taking the bus?
That's what I'm saying. Like most people in New York that have cars don't even drive it. Like that shit just sits there. So I don't care about, like niggas be buying luxury cars in New York to be stuck in traffic. I'm like, this shit is dumb.
It's very dumb. Yes.
So I'm gonna give you a pass on that because you reside in New York. All right. Then they showed Metroid, which I thought it looked pretty damn good. I still got to beat the first two. So this game's irrelevant to me until I beat the first two. I'm not one of those type of gamers that jump to the third installment of a game. I need to.
You should definitely play it on survival if you're going to play the first two. It's a very good game, and if you play those, then I could even say get a little bit funky and play the Stalker series.
Mm-hmm. All right, then they showed Assassin's Creed Origins, which looks great. Battlegrounds, I'm not interested in currently. State of Decay 2, I was a little bit taken back. That shit didn't even look that good, to be honest. Especially after looking at Days Gone and I ain't trying to
those animations were
the animations kind of stiff. The game, I thought the game was gonna get a much bigger budget. Apparently, it probably did.
Looks very muted too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I heard the game is a lot of fun and a lot of people are looking forward to it. So I'm definitely gonna check it out myself to see what all the hype is about. Then they showed the stupid Darwin Project, which I don't give a shit about.
Respect on that game's name.
Minecraft in 4K, who cares? Dragon Ball Fighters. Probably one of the best show games at this E3. Period.
Is it true that only has 6 characters?
No, I think that's just the build that they have right now. They're gonna have way more characters than 6 characters.
They're gonna add that.
So honestly, Dragon Ball Fighters was honestly, if not the best announcement, the second best announcement, or the best showing.
That was one of the best games at E3.
Definitely, I definitely agree with Jeremy there.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, because BG, you're a grown man.
A lot of people are saying that though.
BG's a grown man and he don't like anything with colors.
I can't agree with that either.
I don't mind Dragon Ball Z. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just, I'm not crazy about Dragon Ball Z.
Yo, but this game honestly puts Marvel vs. Capcom to shame. Have you actually played the demo? Now that's on PS4.
I played demo.
What do you think?
I liked it.
Oh my god! Only this nigga likes to whack his fucking games, bro. Fucking weird, bro. All right, so Dragon Ball FighterZ slaps Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Then they showed Black Desert. I guess this is an MMO. I'm not interested. The Last Night looks great. Code Vein looks great.
Yep.
Apparently, it's supposed to be like some anime Dark Souls. So probably gonna check that out.
Sign me the fuck up. You just said the 2 things I want: anime and Dark Souls.
I just want the latter. I just want my souls.
They had 2 Dark Souls clones at Microsoft this year.
What was the other one?
It was, I can't remember the name, but the trailer started with like a lantern. If I can't remember, it was remember when Phil Spencer said these next few games is what really innovated our platform, and then he showed trash for 5 games.
Was it Ashton? Are you talking about that one?
Yes, it was Ashton.
Oh yeah, that game looks good too.
I heard that's a $60 retail.
Yeah, I heard that too. I
hope not. Because they have no faces. How can you get $60 with games with no faces?
Might be long as shit or something. Who knows? Okay, then they show Sea of Thieves, which is coming out in 2018. We all predicted that this game was going to get delayed, right? I think everyone here, after we seen that job posting, we all predicted that was going to get delayed. And State of Decay 2 was also surprisingly revealed to be coming out in 2018 as well, which was a shocker to me. Then they showed Ashen, Life is Strange. Anyone fuck with Life is Strange over here?
I do.
I still need to play it.
Yeah, I fuck with Life is Strange. Shadow of
Strange
War.
is lit.
Shadow of War. To me, this game looked visually.
It looked off, right?
It looked weird. Was I the only one who felt
yeah,
this way?
It looked like it needs polish. I don't know. There's something about it.
Yo, BG, when you seen gameplay of it, what did you think?
What game is that?
I thought it looked fine.
Like, did the visual look a little weird to you, or was it just me?
No, it looked fine to me. I mean,
fine. All right.
If you talking about, are you talking about like the faces?
Not even the faces, just the overall, like the colors, like it just looked weird. Like the texture.
I think it's just really bright and like I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Because the other game was like had like a brown color palette. This one was definitely much more brighter. It looked odd to me. Then they showed Ori 2, which I'm still working on the first one. So that's probably going to be a really great game. Then they announced OG backwards compatible games, which everyone cheered the loudest for. Then they announced that there was going to be 30 Xbox One enhanced games, $4.99 price point, and Anthem at the end. My biggest problem with Microsoft's conference was, bro, this is 2 years in a row that they haven't showed a new IP. That's like a huge L in my opinion. Like, how do you guys feel about that? 2 years in a row, no new IP. How you all feel about that?
Looking spooky.
I thought they were gonna have at least one game, because they really need to start thinking about like Gears and Halo are not dead, but those games clearly don't have.
They
the
need
same
someone to
impact
replace them
that they used to do, and they needed a game like Anthem to be their next, big game. But I don't know, man. They in trouble.
Yeah, because like that was my only problem with this this conference. Like they didn't have like no new IP. Microsoft didn't have no new IP this conference.
I think it's just that they don't have the studios. I mean, what studio would be making it?
It's like I think they have a couple second parties in the works, but I do think the Scalebound, the Fable Legends, I think that forced a lot, because the stock went down with those games were canceled, especially Scalebound. The internet blew up when Scalebound got canceled. So I really think that they're at a limitation of when they can announce stuff before a game is been officially like this game's coming out, because no one thought Scalebound was going to get canceled.
Even if Scalebound didn't get canceled, that game wasn't going to sell on.
Well, obviously, but I mean, there is a interview. I can't remember who it was, but I mean, you could take it how you want. But Phil Spencer said, I thought when I was looking at the, what we was going to announce, I thought we just recently signed a deal with someone. I can't go into it, but he's like, but this game ain't coming out for 2 to 3 years, so I didn't want to just throw something up on the screen and then knowing they got to wait 2 or 3 years for it.
Yeah, just seen Rand make a video about that. Phil said like there are like a couple more games exclusives apparently, or console exclusives or whatever that he signed, but yeah, we won't see them for 3 years. So.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Solid Rev in the chat, man. That's a fam right there. Shout out to Rev, man. See, I finally got this Hollywood star BG back in the podcast. Because. Low key, he's looking for a check. Low key,
you tricked BG into coming in here, didn't you?
Low key's looking for a check. Low key's looking for a check, and Jack's right behind him looking for a check too, bro.
Oh yeah, Jack's always looking for money.
Yeah. So overall, Microsoft's conference, man. I was disappointed with the lack of big new games. They had a lot of little cool games, but overall, I felt disappointed, to be honest. Like they didn't really show what the big games. we didn't get no big exclusives coming in from Microsoft this year at E3, so that was pretty depressing in my opinion.
Exclusives.
Yeah, you're right.
Technically,
yeah. Technically, we're gonna count like the Windows 10 and not count them as one, and yeah, definitely we didn't get anything. Well, one thing I did like about this conference is it reassured me that Xbox Play Anywhere ain't going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of low key happy about that. So, scores, BG.
6.5.
6.5. Jeremy. Nigga, wait, take it so long, bro.
Because at first I gave them a 7, but now I'm thinking should it be lower? Or...
It's kind of hard.
I already know my score.
I'll stick with 7.
Yo, Jack.
Oh, I give it a 6.
Alex.
For Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, what a weird conference.
-10.
I'd say 5.5.
5.5. Wow. Erica.
I'm gonna give it a 6, so that way we have 666.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That's what's up.
You're looking scary over there.
No, for real.
Erica's the fucking demon.
Time out.
my God.
No, for real though, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Gaming Addict.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Oh, I'm giving it a 6, and it was definitely a 6 for me.
But I do have something to tell you real quick. You know that shooting cannon part that's in Sea of Thieves where he shot himself out of the cannon onto the other boat?
That was kind of cool.
At FanFest, I was talking to one of the Sea of Thieves devs. He said it took them 86 attempts to get that right.
So what I want to know is if you can shoot someone out of the air while they're doing that.
Yes, you can.
That's fucking cool.
Okay.
So, but you mean like most of the time, if you try to do it, you're gonna miss. That's what he's saying.
Well,
No.
It's too conditional. You know, the water. I mean, look at the condition of the sea that they were doing that in. First off, so I mean, I'm assuming people will eventually get good at that when the game comes out, where they can do it on the first attempt. But I mean, the entire time at E3, I think only 2 people were able to do it on the show floor.
I honestly think Sea of Thieves would be a better game in third person, but that's just me.
I will say Destiny 2 is one of the biggest lines, but that's besides the point.
All right. So we know we're a bunch of ponies, apparently, like some claim to believe. So let's get on to this Sony conference. And we'll start off with Jack, since he's the pony commissioner. Yo, Jack, what did you think about Sony's conference? Me and you actually did a review for this. What did you think?
We did. I just want to start off by saying, like I said, the reason people dislike Microsoft the reason people dislike Sony's conference was because they didn't announce a game that was going to release probably 2 or 3 years from now, and they was going to have to show it 2 or 3 more times. Then what people going to say, oh, they getting a rehash. So what people say about this conference, it was a goddamn rehash. It's a full circle of fuckery, people. But what did I think? They showed a lot of games I'm interested in, Last of Us DL, not Last of Us. I wish they would have shown The Last of Us, but they didn't show that. Another reason people didn't like the conference.
Yeah, I watched that. I listened to your guys'. I downloaded a bunch of Weapon Wheel reactions when I was on my plane. Because when Last of Us didn't get announcement, I thought you guys were about to have like a conniption fit just in the stream right then and there.
It was depressing, bro. It was depressing, man. They showed the stuff they showed. I was messing with it. Uncharted DLC, can't wait to play that. Horizon DLC, can't wait to play that. God of War, Days Gone. Detroit Become Human looks trash. What else? Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man. So I'm looking forward to all the games they showed.
You already know how I feel about it, but we'll save me for last. BG, what did you think about Sony's conference?
It was a decent conference. It wasn't as good as their last 2 years. Definitely wasn't as good, not close. But it was just decent. It was a little disappointing, a little underwhelming. Apparently, because Shuhei claiming he hoarding games for PSX. So,
I think that's just damage control.
I mean,
in December.
I don't know. Like
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he's not hoarding games for PSX. I'm just saying that the rumor that they saw Microsoft's conference and took shit from their nodes.
No, that's nonsense.
And like that's people don't realize like
But-
all these are made ahead of
Wait a
time.
minute.
Like if
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
They weren't
What
going
would they
to
take
shown
off, though?
before. So.
Wait a minute. They did that last year though.
I don't even believe they. I'm not even sure they did.
They confirmed the Last of Us 2 announcement trailer was ready last E3. The reason you remember when people kept saying, why did they show Days Gone twice?
No,
Like that? That was real weird.
I think they had the Pro that was supposed to come in last year, and they took that off the notes and put it.
It's already been confirmed by Naughty Dog. I mean, I
don't care what Naughty Dog says.
So you don't care to nigga? They work with Sony.
Well, you could say any kind of statement.
Okay, we're gonna take
want.
Gaming Addict's opinion over Naughty Dog's. What they do?
It's not hard to have a damage control statement saying that you move shit around.
Okay.
So they dragging Naughty Dog into the lie.
Yeah. All right. So BG, that was your thoughts. That's it.
The game Spider-Man looked great. I'm a Quantic Dream fan, so I like Detroit Become Human.
The emotions.
God of War, of course, looks good. That whole VR section can go to hell.
Hella trash.
Days Gone, of course, looking good. You could definitely see the improvements in a year. Sony Ben trying not to get closed down. And it was good. It was decent.
All right, yo, Jeremy, what'd you think, bro?
So let me get this straight. We went from remastering games to remastering conferences.
And then remastering a remaster.
Yep.
Sony's conference was I did think as well a little underwhelming. I thought we were gonna at least see. I guess the reason why I thought it wasn't. I mean, it clearly wasn't as good as last year. But I think it's Sony because Sony, and to what I can remember, has been pretty much killing E3 since 2013. So they've kind of they've kind of raised the bar for themselves. So now at every E3, like people just expect them to come out and drop bombs, and this E3 wasn't really the case. You was gonna say what?
I do think it's weird that the conference was an hour long, though. I don't think they've ever made it that short.
Yeah, and
It was very short.
Yeah, and it was short. Uncharted, I mean, that's cool, but we knew about it already. The Horizon expansion, I think we could have expected that. Days Gone, I love apocalyptic games, but that junk looked like a flat out clone of The Last of Us.
I don't see that. Like, I don't know where people are getting it. I do not see it.
Yeah.
I do not see it.
Days
Like Last of Us is clearly like slower pace, like a little bit more methodical. This is definitely like a little bit of it reminds me just like Tomb Raider. Like if you said this is like a Tomb Raider reskin, then I could go with that. But I don't
I'm not gonna go out on the limb and say that it's like a Last of Us clone, but I do think that since Last of Us was made, Sony's games are kind of Last of Us, inspired.
One of my viewers I think he put it like this: if you show one person for the first time Days Gone and Last of Us, he wouldn't know the difference between the two. And I was like, I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, but I still thought the gameplay was good for Days Gone. I just wanted to have more of its own identity, I guess.
What?
Go.
No, I was gonna say, and that's what you saying is the main reason I feel they didn't show Last of Us Part 2. Because they pretty much people's gonna say that like it's the same shit. Like,
yeah,
that's true.
It's going to be compared to Last of Us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's an issue.
Like, no matter what. So, Monster Hunter, that was cool. Shadow of the Colossus, is that a reboot or
remake? It's confirmed remake.
Okay, so Shadow of the Colossus was pretty big. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Didn't really care about it, to be honest. Call of Duty, that I think they had to show the VR section because VR been out for like a few months. You can't just not show no VR games. Like they have to continue to show VR for for the people that's bought into VR.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
But that segment was pretty trash. God of War 4 that looked good. Detroit Become Human. Actually, that trailer didn't really get me.
It
I'm not
looked
really.
cool. It looked cool, but like I wasn't like like I didn't walk away from watching it, like seeing like the game's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It was just look cool. It just look
I
interesting.
think the first time was better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
Yeah, true.
I really agree with that.
Yeah,
And-
I wasn't really feeling this trailer. Destiny 2, I thought they were going to show some more gameplay for that instead of just a trailer. And in my opinion, Spider-Man is what saved Sony's conference. That chunk looks incredible, and I was hoping for this year, but it's next year. But yeah, that's pretty much what saved their conference to me.
And since they showed Marvel vs. Capcom, the only thing I got to say about that is why I like that more than like the Dragon Ball Z game. See, people look at them fighting games and they measure like visually how good it looks. Like that's not how I measure fighting games. That's not what matters with fighting games.
Have you played Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
Yeah, that's the Marvel vs.
Everybody
Capcom.
played that, didn't
So enough said. Like it's actually
and it plays and
like a
Infinite
downgrade
plays more like 2 than 3 does.
But the roster is just very depressing. You don't.
I don't think that's the final roster, honestly.
They're gonna have DLC for that roster. And
No,
it's
I
gonna
don't
be
think.
really
I think there's
Doc,
gonna
did
be
you,
characters
did
at
you,
launch.
yo, you know the roster with Marvel vs. Capcom 2 though. You know that roster is insane. That was a dope ass
great.
roster.
Do you
So like
think
just coming from that to this is like kind of bad. Even from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 roster 2.
Yeah, because they got to deal with all these licensing problems of the X-Men now.
That's kind of
Do
killing
you-
my hype for the game. To tell you the
do
truth.
you
My hype.
do you think not having X-Men licenses is gonna hurt its sales?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Wolverine is a staple in that game. He's required to be in that game. So Spider-Man, so is Venom, so is Magneto. Like
I mean, for the casuals, because I think the casuals, the people who are not into like fighting games, buy it more for the characters, right? And we definitely like the characters we like in the game, but I don't buy the game. I buy the fighting games more for the fighting system and the fighting mechanics more than the characters. Do I want X-Men in the game, but I'm not gonna not buy it because X-Men are in there. I like the fighting mechanic, and it's way more like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 than 3 was. So
kind of depressing when I actually look what it used to be to what it is now. To me, I kind of get depressed when I look at it, to tell you the truth.
yeah.
But yeah, who else? Yeah, all right, continue.
No, and I was going to say that Dragon Ball Z game that's that Guilty Gear system, right? That Guilty Gear.
that's
Yeah, I don't even like that fighting system like that.
Well, it may not be the same system, but it's the same.
AKA, you finna get bodied in it, so that's why you ducking it, bro.
No, I've never been into Guilty Gear, so how would I suddenly buy a Dragon Ball?
Nah, but this is going
Some
play.
people say it play more like
different.
Skullgirls.
It's gonna play different, bro. It's gonna play different, bro. It's not gonna play.
Well, I'm into Skullgirls.
Yeah, they say it play more like that.
I'm actually into that. So
All right. Yeah, who was going? Who was going?
I haven't went.
All right, so Game Night, go ahead.
I actually really liked the Sony conference.
Did you watch it live?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, I didn't watch it like there.
Oh,
I
okay,
watched it
okay.
live when it was going on. It's
Okay.
actually really hard to get in Sony's conference unless you're BG. But I mean, I enjoyed it. You know, it sure is a rehash of last year. But you know, if I were to scale which one was better between Microsoft and Sony, I would have to give Sony just because Microsoft might have had a more diverse lineup and more appealing to more of a variety of people. But Sony just had the games that I want to play right now.
Right.
Yeah. Erica, we didn't hear from you.
Yeah, this was a weird conference to me. I felt like this could have just been a digital event. It was just trailers mostly. Like Sean Layden was out there for like a little bit.
I actually don't mind that. I actually don't mind.
Yeah,
that.
it's
I don't
cool.
need. I don't
Maybe-
need all that chit chatting low key. I just want some trailers.
I think it would have been cool if like there was something brand new that I was really hyped for, like I haven't seen before. I was really hoping From Software would be there. They weren't. That was like a downer for me. But like judging each gameplay individually, like there were 10s. Like God of War was amazing. Spider-Man was great. And Days Gone, like I'm on board for it now. So I'm excited about that. So it was weird. It was like underwhelming, but the gameplays were hype. It was like I was all over the place. So, but I just kind of wish, we got some Last of Us or something like that. Some people were tweeting me saying like, well, these games, they've only been shown for 2 years. But really, when you think about it, like with the exception of God of War, there's going to be possibly another E3 before these games come out.
That's true.
I just feel like maybe PSX, like they say, they're holding things back. I hope so, because I'll be there. But I don't know. It was just a weird conference. It was a little underwhelming for me.
Alex.
There's no reason to buy a PS4 until 2018. That's how I see it.
Don't skip it.
No,
That's
honestly,
debatable.
2017 is amazing. Anyways, so
do y'all realize like they announced or showed like 5 other exclusives in the pre-show?
In the pre-show,
Crash Collection comes out.
Okay,
this
so
year.
we gotta take what Alex says
So
with
again,
a grain of
those
salt
games
because
are irrelevant. Like Knack 2, irrelevant.
Nino
Crash
Kuni
Collection?
definitely not irrelevant.
Nino Kuni 2 is coming to PC, irrelevant.
Crash
I'm
Collection.
surprised you don't have one for Bloodborne though.
So
yeah, Neo.
throws me
that's
off.
so really right now the only reason I have a thing. I need at least 4 to 5 games on that console.
So you're saying there's not 4 to 5 games,
Horizon?
PS games you want to play? Are you crazy, bro?
So Bloodborne, Neo,
Uncharted DLC, Horizon DLC. I mean,
You know he don't like Uncharted.
Last of Us.
If you haven't
Last of
played
Us
it
is a
yet.
PS3 game. I can get it there.
Okay.
Horizon is a 3. Uncharted, I don't even like that series that much, but there's 4. I mean, even then, 4 games. That's really you're close, but you're not there yet.
You like Gravity? You like Gravity Rush? You into those kind of games? Gravity Rush?
I haven't really seen much of Gravity Rush, so I have to see.
wait,
but
are you talking about like for someone who doesn't have a PlayStation yet, or like
You
someone
don't-
who already has
I don't have a
doesn't have
PS4
one.
at all.
You don't have a PS4.
I don't have one yet. No,
Oh no,
man.
crazy!
What
What
do
are
you
you
play
talking
on?
about?
no,
You play on PC.
I don't see a need for it yet. At 2018,
Nah,
I'll
you're
get one.
You're
He's
nuts.
not-
Taking from their whole-
It's okay,
their
BG.
whole-
You can read the Sony dick all you want, but I'm
No,
not.
no,
gonna
no, See, hold on.
We already have a dick sucker here for Sony. That's Jack. I don't need another one.
Listen, first of all, no, hold on. There are a lot of PlayStation exclusives I fucking hate. Let's make that clear, okay? Like,
I'm
I
not saying
hate
they're
Gran Turismo. I hated that Until Dawn shit. I hate Little Big Play. There's a lot of Sony games I fucking hate.
Nah,
I don't give a fuck who make it.
Low key, BG.
What? No, but see, I was agreeing with you. I thought like you meant in 2000 and this year alone. If you counting games this year, there's no reason to buy a PlayStation. But you mean from inception, every exclusive they've made since the? Nah, you're crazy.
No, those games don't interest me. If I'm going to play a shooter, I'm going to play it on a PC first of all. So that's
The fact that BG says Crash Team Racing over Diddy Kong Racing just tells a lot.
That's also a
Says
problem,
lot.
BG.
That just tells enough.
Listen,
You're a Sony man. Just admit it, bro.
No. I said they're close because listen, Diddy Kong Racing is better than several of the Mario Karts. It's definitely better than Mario
I can't get on
Kart.
board with
In that generation, but this nigga
I'm-
said Crash Team
Yeah, I don't agree
Racing
with that.
over Diddy
can't.
Kong Racing. Yo, Jeremy,
Listen, I said it's a close. I said it's interchangeable, but both of them are better than Mario Kart 64. Absolutely.
Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart on the
Kart
Super
64.
Nintendo. Mario Kart on Super Nintendo was better than Mario Kart 64.
Facts. That's facts though.
That's
I could
okay.
agree
I'll
with
agree with that.
that,
That is a yeah.
but-
And it's hard to compare because there's one Crash Team Racing, there's one Diddy Kong Racing, so we're putting that up against all the other Mario Karts.
But where did Mario Kart come from, and why are you switching the topic? We're talking about PlayStation.
All right, no. I brought it up.
Kofi brought that
I
up.
brought it
That's
up.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, he brought up
Kofi brought up Mario Kart.
I brought it. I'm just
All right,
saying,
well, I'm not talking about Mario Kart.
I'm just trying to bring the point that BG
So-
cannot walk around.
No,
like,
the thing is,
Sony,
like-
man. He's definitely a Sony man over here, bro.
When I look at the
I prefer
PS4,
Sony, but like I said, there are a lot of Sony games I don't like. So it's not like Sony makes it and I like it. A lot of shit I don't like.
Yeah, we'll get to exposing you when when's ready to talk about Nintendo. We'll get to it. Don't worry.
so when I look at something like the PS4, there were a lot of good games that came out at the very beginning of that console, but even then, it was an indie station for quite a long time until some other games came out later. So it really didn't appeal to me upon release. When Bloodborne came out, then Neo came out. Uncharted 4 looked good, but I have my own reservations with
The
Uncharted
Last
series.
Guardian. Ooh, that's another great game. Just
The Last Guardian,
It's
I
actually a great
saw
game.
some of it. I wasn't really impressed by what
I actually
everything
recommend
that happened with it.
I
But
definitely
either way,
recommend it. It's a great
when
game.
I'm looking at the PS4 and I'm looking at it, 2018 seems like the best time to buy that console, because I'm sure that they'll probably do a price drop, either to a little bit lower than what it is right now, or the price drop the Pro, and then they'll either do a bundle with it, and then you'll have all those games that came out earlier at a lower price that you can then just beat through very quickly, or just get through at a lower cost, because some of those games honestly are not worth the full $60 retail price. And I'm very specific about spending the full $60 on a game, especially when you get like your Game of the Year editions coming out later on. So There are games that were interesting to me. God of War is one of them because I do enjoy that series. You know, Kuni 2, it's going to be on PC, so that's fine for me. I'll pick it up there. Days Gone, it was interesting, and I really like the zombie aspects and the way the zombies move in the game. But I was very worried about the QTE. Kofi and you and I talked about this.
What QTE did you see when you planted that bomb? What QTE did you see?
No, so there was a QTE after he got hit off the rope from the bike and he fell to the floor, and then 2 guys grabbed him.
Oh, bro, I'm not really. Yeah,
wait. That's the thing.
Ahead.
People don't know that they had exactly almost like that in a web of shadows. So I think they actually took different aspects from multiple games they did. It looks like that whole QTE thing is taken from Web of Shadows.
It felt very similar to like when I first saw The Order 1886, and I had almost like a flashback of that game when I saw that QTE, and it was kind of worrying to me because if they do it right, then that's fine. Because if you play a game like Asura's Wrath, that's QTE done right. That's the fact. When you look at QTEs, you know, that are done recently, it's not really that great. But hopefully there'll be more things in Days Gone that are just more with like manipulating the zombies in the area, manipulating the people in the area, setting traps and things like that to make it more interesting to like solve the puzzles and use the horde that way to solve your issues. So that'd be cool. I have to wait and see on that.
All right, so what do you think about Sony's conference, bro?
So what I think about it, great in the beginning. What I wish they would have done was just show more gameplay instead of showing me more trailers. I've already seen the trailers. I wanted someone to be on stage playing those games. Even if it was a slice of those games, I think the best thing that would have been done for them is if they said, okay, we're playing this game. It's going to come out next year. We're going to show you a piece of this game. We're going to play it live. Even if the game fucked up, I would rather the game fuck up live and know that they're actually working on this game and get a real slice of this, what this is going to do, instead of another trailer. Then the VR was kind of shitty, and I fell asleep through all of that. But Last of Us 2 is fine. I gave it like a 6 out of 10.
All right. So I'm going to quickly give my thoughts on Sony's conference. I've been, saying these numbers like a million times now, I feel like. Sony, in their main conference, showed 17 games, guys. 17 games, and 6 of those games were VR games, and 9 of those games were re-reveals. When I take that in, I'm like, yo, this conference was hella disappointing to me overall. Look, the games that I expected to look great. Days Gone, God of War, Spider-Man. They looked fantastic. And I would even say that Sony had the best gameplay demos on stage. Spider-Man and Days Gone looked fantastic and displayed really well. I'm super hyped for those games. But when I finished watching this conference, like, I had a feeling that, like, I wasn't satisfied, Like, I feel like there wasn't enough content in this game. And I was talking with Jack, and we were just going over the games, like, and in the end, it just boiled down to the games that we already knew about. Jack, I lied? It just boiled down to the games that we already knew about.
Yeah, that's what they showed most of.
Yeah, Uncharted Lost Legacy. We got a trailer of that. Horizon DLC actually surprised me. For some reason, I never knew we were going to get it this soon. Days Gone looked great. God of War looked great. Detroit looks interesting. Spider-Man looks good. The only big surprise exclusive was Shadow of the Colossus remake, which caught me off guard. Besides that, everything else was VR and multiplat. So overall, I expected more. I can't lie. Like, when I finished watching this conference, I felt like content was low. I know they showed a lot they showed a lot more games during the pre-show. So if you combine the two, then the conference looks a lot better. I was definitely confused why they didn't combine the pre-show with the main show and just have like the main show. I think the conference would have been much more well received. I know me and you were talking about this, Jack. You feel the same?
No, absolutely. They showed, because every game they showed in the pre-show came out this year. Like, it was like 4 or 5 games. So I don't understand why they didn't combine it.
Yeah, I think they should have combined it. I think would have overall made a better show, because a lot of people were getting at me because I honestly put this press conference pretty much on the same level as Microsoft. The 3 games that I expected to look great. Yeah. And the only surprise that we really got was Shadow of the Colossus. Monster Hunter World is a multiplat. We saw Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I don't give a shit. Call of Duty World War II. I don't give a shit. It's a multiplat. Destiny 2, we already seen it, so I don't give a shit. Skyrim VR, cool, whatever. This game's been re-released a million times, cool. Star Child, whatever. The Impatient, Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy 15, a fishing VR game. This game looked like junk, bro. This game looked like trash. Bravo Team and Moss, and that was the entire conference. So I feel like overall it was disappointing. I know Sony played it really safe. A lot of people are damage controlling, telling me that wait till PSX. You know, Xbox fanboys are telling me wait till Gamescom. Everyone's already moving on to the next press conference. But overall, yeah, this conference was definitely a little bit of a letdown. The games that showed well, and that's just my personal opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and give the scores. BG, what do you think?
I'll give it a 7.
You give it a 7. Jeremy, what do you think?
7.2.
7.2. Jack, what do you think?
PlayStation is my main console for a reason. I give it an 8.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these niggas are yeah. Oh my god.
Look, this is my thing. This is my thing though.
Whoa.
When people talk about Sony conference, they be like, "Oh, well, these 3 games look amazing. The best thing we probably saw." And then they also had 2 more pieces of content. Nobody mentions Uncharted. Like, that's a full-blown game, even though it's at a budgeted price. Like, I just don't understand. If it's the best thing you saw, how are you like? And then this is the thing. People that say it was disappointing, Sony was the best conference last year. So if they re-show the best shit you saw last year, how's it bad now?
Or maybe that's the problem. Like, maybe that's the problem. We already saw this.
Okay. But check this out though. If that's the problem, why do you want them to show new things that are 3 to 4 years
I don't want new things. I know I don't want new things. Look, I'm not arguing that point, Jack. What I'm arguing is they should have shown me more of what they were showing for next year. If it's going to come out next year, then you need to make sure that it's in my mind, right? And if you show me a better vertical slice than what you showed, then I'm going to say, did you see how that game fucking played? Or so did you see the trailer? Like, that's my problem with the Sony conference, right? And like, that's what they should have done was God of War had a good mix, but I wanted to see more of someone playing God of War.
But that's the thing. Last year they showed somebody playing God of War, and this time they showed a story trailer.
I think the reason why a lot of people didn't really like their conference this year is because last year they had a lot of surprises. It was God of War, you know, Days Gone, like they had a lot of surprises. But this year, outside of Monster Hunter and the Shadow of Colossus, those are the only 2 games that we didn't know about. There was no Bloodborne 2. There was no Sucker Punch showing their new IP.
We all predicted this. That's the funny thing. BG can't sit here and say that, yo, you expected Sucker Punch. We all did. We all expected something from Software 2. Am I lying? We all made predictions like that.
Right, and Last of Us 2, I'm fine because I didn't really expect no gameplay because, like they said, at PSX it's very early in stages, so I didn't really expect that. But it was just we really just got what we had last year, and maybe even less than that because their conference was only like an hour, so it just didn't have like. It just didn't have that wow factor like they had last year.
And 15 to 20 minutes was VR, wasn't it?
Yeah.
6 games out of 17.
Like
it was really excessive. And I know that the PSVR is doing very well for what it is, a $400 peripheral. I mean, it is doing well. I'm not going to deny that. But 20 minutes out of your conference to show games at a very small.
Look, I ain't even mad at that. Look, because I can't look. I've been on record for kind of like saying like, yo, I think the support for PSVR is kind of weak, to be honest. It kind of doesn't warrant the price. So I ain't even mad that they showed VR games. I don't have the problem that they showed 6 VR games. I'm just, if they showed VR games, had other shit to show, you know, more shit to show, I'm cool because I can't be here saying like, where's all the VR support and get mad when they show VR content. So I expect the VR content. I thought there was just going to be like other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like other shit. All right, but we got Jack's score. Alex, what's your score quickly?
It was a 6. It was a good conference, but I think there could have been more.
Erica.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 too.
Right.
Well, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say why, but
There's a rev in the chat.
because when I think about E3, just no matter what conference it is, it's about surprises for me. Those split seconds before a trailer happens or announcement, your eyes are big, you're waiting for it. And when it's something you already know, it's like, oh, okay, cool, but I already knew this, you know? So because of that, and then the crowd, it was just a weird thing. Like everybody looked bored. I just felt like the whole vibe was just
I noticed that.
weird.
Like there wasn't a lot of cheering going on.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the audio or the editing. I don't know what was going on. They gave him too much food or something before.
Going
So, yeah,
to
I'm gonna give it 6.
I get a 6. All right, Jeremy, what's up?
going to what Rev said in the chat. He said he felt like Sony held back after seeing Microsoft. I truly believe like Sony right now is in a power position, and no one's really like straight up threatening them. And Microsoft, like if they would have showed maybe even 2 or 3 exclusives that they had, like then that would have been better for them. But at this point, like Sony is seeing what Microsoft has, you know, and they're like, why should we show all our, you know, why should we show all our big games right now? I'm not saying that I think they purposely held back for PSX or whatever, but I just think they felt like they didn't really need to show too much because of what they did last year and the games that we know are going to come out. So.
They're kind of coasting. That's how I took it.
I think they picked up so many third-party deals because they always intended on coming out there with that conference.
All right, so Gaming Addict, I don't think we got your score, bro. Actually,
I'm giving it a 7.5,
and I'm giving it a 6. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. To be honest, that's just my personal opinion. All right, yo, now time to talk about
what you say for Nintendo.
Time to talk about the GOAT, the legends, the golly Nintendo.
Switch game.
You buying a Switch, Jeremy? I saw your video.
As soon as that Metroid Prime 4 come out.
Woo! At least
you're gonna wait 4 years for that.
See, Jeremy, that's why I respect you. That's why I respect you. Like,
keeps it real.
At least you keep it 100. Like, we got BG over here that will lie through his motherfucking teeth, talk so much shit in the video. Yo, let me finish, dog. Oh, Switch is trash. Kirby is trash. This is trash. Oh, by the way, my birthday is in August.
If somebody buys it for me, that'll be fine.
My birthday is in August.
This is why you young, because. Yeah, you could complain about some shit you don't want to buy, but like, listen, everything is better when it's free. It don't matter what it is. I may think the console is trash, but if it's free,
yo, shut up. Nah, no.
Closed mouths don't get fed. That's what you need to learn, young man.
If someone actually buys this nigga a Switch, bro,
you gonna be mad, and that's the point. That's the point. Learn the art of the finesse. Jack know what I'm doing. He the finesse god. He know what's up.
Hey man, listen.
Jack see what's going on here.
Yo, but I just don't understand it, bro. I haven't seen a man trash something so hard, but then beg for it at the same time, bro.
Who's begging?
Nigga, you've been on your knees in your videos. I could find plenty clips.
You're bugging. That's not begging. That's a shameless plug.
Go on my black bond,
that's a shameless plug.
He's keeping them archived. Kobe's keeping them in a folder.
Dog, if I really wanted to, go on my black bond, I could cut bare snippets of you shitting on the Switch. Then next in the same 5 seconds.
It's not begging. It's not begging.
5 seconds later, then you ask for someone to buy it for you, bro. What's up with that, dog?
No. I never asked anybody to buy it for me. I said if anybody wants to, they are definitely. That's not begging. That is not begging. I never asked anybody to do anything. That's not begging.
No, please don't buy me anything. But if it happens to show up in my mailbox, that's cool.
That's not begging. Look up the definition of begging.
Oh, wow.
That's not begging.
People in the chat, bro, keep it a stack. Has BG been e-begging for a Switch? Has BG been e-begging for a Switch?
Can someone pull up the definition?
It's like subliminal messaging.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's not begging.
No, it's not. He's just manipulating people. He's not e-begging. He's just manipulation of people to get what he wants, and then I can
take that. If you want to say I'm manipulating, I'll take that. It's not begging though. It's not begging.
Hold on, Fat Mike says, BG, don't let your son disrespect you.
Low-key, everyone said yes, bro, because we all bag you, bro. We all bag you. Nah, you can't hide it. You can't come in one video and be like, yo, this is shit. This is shit. At the same time, plug in your fucking birthday, bro. It make no sense.
Beg, ask, earnestly or humbly for something.
They got the definition.
That's not what I did.
He's got the definition. Wow. So what's manipulate then?
Dog,
pull that up, BG.
Dictionary.com right now.
Pull up manipulate. I want to see that.
Okay.
Yo, don't fucking kill me, dog.
BG, you should just buy one and just say someone got it for you.
Manipulate, handle or control typically in a
What do you
skill.
how Kofi gonna lie and say he said yes? I seen a whole bunch of people say yup, yes.
Control or influence cleverly, unfairly, or unscrupulously. I can dig that. That's exactly
because the thing is,
so why you trying to finesse a man
pretty
to buy it
dumb,
for
so
you?
you're
Then?
gonna manipulate them pretty easily.
So why you trying to finesse a man to buy it for you though?
Listen, if someone wants to buy me a Switch under their free will, what's the issue?
No, but why are you trying to? Why are you trying to manipulate a man to buy it for you? What's
because
your reason?
I'm not paying with my own.
Why do you want
money to
one?
support
Why you
Nintendo.
want one though? It's
If they're trash,
yeah,
right?
why you want it? Why you trying to manipulate someone to get you
But
one?
if it's free, I'll take it. There's a lot of shit that's trash that I'll take for free.
Nah, I think I heard you say shit that you wouldn't even take for free. Get out of here, bro. I've been listening
There's
to you
a
for
lot
a
of
long
trash
time.
I'll take for
So
free.
if somebody got you an Xbox One X for free, you take it?
Of course,
Absolutely.
bro.
I'd take it.
That's not a good example, man. That's
Would
what
you take it and sell it?
Yo, if someone's gonna send you I am bread, would you take it? Offered.
You mean
Okay,
like,
we got you. We got you.
Yeah,
We got
why
you.
not? Like, listen,
We got you.
I don't gotta play it, but I'm not gonna be like, nah, I'm good. People
Nah,
have,
nigga, you'll be like, you good. Why you lie, bro?
people have gifted me trash games, and I've accepted it. I didn't play it.
Well, we got to fight later on about The Witcher 3, BG. So
Y'all
Let's
could,
fight.
y'all could do that later. Let's quickly.
we got to
talk-
fight later about The Witcher 3.
Let's quickly talk about this Nintendo podcast. I mean, not podcast, conference or direct or whatever spotlight.
It was a direct.
BG. Let's hear what you think about it. BG.
It was pretty corny to me. It was way lame.
Okay.
Like I said, the only thing that I really liked that Nintendo showed. I mean, let me look up everything they showed real quick, but it was just Mario XCOM. Listen, Mario XCOM, you can't beat anything that does XCOM. So that was pretty much it. Like I don't care about no Mario 3D platforming game no more. I'm sorry, those games are irrelevant to me. I have no interest in playing one. Yoshi, another platformer, not interested in playing that. Kirby, I don't know who the fuck still buys Kirby. Irrelevant.
A lot of
There's
fucking people.
there's a lot.
A lot of fucking
Kirby
people.
is the most irrelevant back alley abortion game.
Oh my god.
Why do they sell millions then? Why do copies sell millions?
But
Then?
Kirby don't sell a lot, bro.
Check 3DS numbers, bro. They do well.
It doesn't sell a lot.
They do well. They do well.
For especially for Nintendo games, it sells very poorly.
Okay, continue.
What else they showed?
They announced
Rocket
Metro
League.
Prime.
Rocket League been out for like 3 years for free. That's irrelevant to me.
All right, they announced Metro Prime 4. It's coming.
They announced the logo.
Okay, it's coming. So what?
Pokemon.
Okay. I just don't care.
How you feel about that?
When's
Okay,
the last year when Nintendo released a real Metroid game?
Game.
It's been
10 years ago?
10 years.
Jesus.
that was 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Jesus.
Since Metro Prime
Well, the thing is, that's why
That's-
Metroid Prime 4 is so big, because it's
That's
been
why we're so
over
hyped.
10 years.
And that's
Yeah.
why I don't care no more. I just don't care. It's been
Okay,
it's been-
well, hold on. Let's do it as an example. What's one of your favorite franchises that's not in production anymore?
SOCOM.
SOCOM.
SOCOM, that's a good one. He always
So SOCOM, right? So the same developers of SOCOM and Sony just was like, they just did like a little like thing where they just showed like a backup coming up, and you saw SOCOM at the end, like coming to PS4 whenever it's ready. You wouldn't be excited for it?
I might be excited, but there's plenty of
Well, then
franchises.
that's the same concept, though.
But no, but there's
People
plenty
play-
of franchises that I've completely lost interest in over the years. Like there's games that were my favorite back then, and I don't give a fuck now.
Mm-hmm. And they all have to.
It happens. I lose interest in franchise, though. Like if you take too long, or if it goes in the wrong direction to me, I don't care no more.
All right. So what else? New mainline Pokemon announced.
Yep,
You don't care.
Pokemon, I don't got a problem with. Pokemon is cool. I'll play a Pokemon game.
it's good. It's a good RPG.
All right. So overall thoughts on it? If you're gonna have to score it, BG, you might as well get the score out the way.
I'll give it a 4.
Jeremy, bro, what do you think, bro?
Y'all can't be mad at this man's opinion, bro.
I'm not mad at y'all.
I could say his opinion.
Yeah, I already know. No, come on. Like I already know what to expect from BG, bro. Like, come on, bro. Man's ain't mad. Yo, Jeremy, what do you think?
Nintendo Spotlight. Okay, they had Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that comes
Coming out
out
this year.
this
Yep.
year. That's good. Kirby, don't give a freak about, but that comes out in 2018. That announcement for that open world RPG, whatever Pokemon game, if that junk turns out well, that junk could be huge for the Switch. Looking forward to that. Metroid Prime 4, I'm finally glad they acknowledged it, that it exists, but I'm not getting hyped for a wallpaper of Metroid Prime 4, because what they essentially did is pretty much do what Square Enix did with Kingdom Hearts 3 and said, "Hey guys, it's now in development. We don't know when this junk is going to come out." Metroid Prime 4, I'm glad they announced that though. Yoshi, same as Kirby, don't give a freak about, but that comes out next year. Fire Emblem Warriors comes out this year. That's good. They showed some DLC for Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's good for the people that bought Zelda. I think the first pack comes out later this month, and the next pack is later this year. The Mario XCOM game that people are talking about. At first, that didn't really even get my attention like that, but as I'm starting to look back at it, it kind of does look pretty interesting. So that's also an exclusive for the Switch that comes out in August. So that's cool. Rocket League is another game that I think could be really good for the Switch. I know it's kind of an old game now, but for a Rocket League game, I think that'll work really well on the Switch. And last but not least was Mario Odyssey, and that comes out this year as well. So going back to the games they have for this year is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Fire Emblem Warriors. They got some Zelda DLC, the Mario XCOM game, Rocket League, and Mario Odyssey. So if you are a Switch owner, I think you're actually kind of pleased with what they showed this year. But the two biggest games that they had was the Pokemon RPG game and Metroid Prime 4, and you don't really know when those are going to come out, but it's good they acknowledged that. I'd probably give their conference like a 7.5.
I like this guy. Yo, can I get adopted people? Like they say, BG's my father. You know, that'll be the new meme going around.
Man, I'm still trying to treat you. I'm just trying to treat you right and like teach you good things.
Can I get adopted, bro?
You being a rebel. You're not learning.
He's in his rebellious teens right now.
learning, man.
That's what he's doing. He's coming home with his nose pierced and his hair dyed.
He's a
His
rebel.
Mario hat.
He's a
Man
rebel.
getting
He's
hype
Mario hat.
over fucking logos. Getting hype over Metroid logos, man.
The impact of that game, though, like fans have been asking for this game for years. So
almost
that's why
I'd
it's
say
so
a decade.
All right, Jack. Did this convince your ass, bro?
Guys, I just want to start off by saying I'm gonna do a little bit of comparisons. Nintendo completely blew me away. It was transcending. Listen,
What is this voice you're putting on here?
just listen, guys.
Are you
they announced
Dr. Trey? Are you
they announced a new Pokemon. They didn't show footage, but just knowing that it's coming is enough for me. Okay. They announced a new Metroid. They showed a screen with a 4 on it. It blew. I nutted on myself, guys. I'm just being honest with you. Right
my God.
now, Sony. You know, Sony. Their biggest announcement at Sony was Shadow of the Colossus remake. Fuck all of that. They announced a Metroid 2 remake, guys. Come on now. I slapped my mother when I heard it. It was fantastic, okay? You know, Sony opens up a DLC. Who gives a fuck about a deal? Did y'all see that Breath of the Wild expansion pack? Okay? Listen, fire.
We're gonna get like this
With
horrible
all that being said,
480p video.
This transcends
I'm trying to
ratings,
figure out who
guys.
this voice is.
I give this a gold to bloom out of 10.
This
It's
might be
amazing. 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 Thank you, Nintendo.
All right, perfect. That's perfect.
Just end the show right now.
Yeah. We ain't even gonna get his real thoughts on it because I like that. I actually like that. So we ain't even gonna get his real thoughts on it.
Nintendo make a whole bunch of garbage.
So was that Blandrew or Dr. Trey, Jack?
Yeah, who was that?
This random Nintendo fan on the internet.
I don't know.
Just
It
y'all
sounds
talk
like
like
either
that.
one of them, but I think I'm gonna get a 480p video response from Dr. Trey now.
Yeah, Trey don't play video games because that couldn't have been him.
Oh shit.
Nintendo fans are easily pleased anyway, so you know.
Okay, we got you. All right, Jack, what do you really think, bro?
Honestly, man, like I don't have a too big of an interest out of anything they show, but the people that are fans of Nintendo, they seem pleased with the conference. So I mean, you know, if they happy, I'm happy.
I just remembered some shit, BG. So you want to claim your L, your first L, though? You want to claim it?
Man, that letter not even my vocabulary.
What? You be catching bear L's, but yo, taking this. You said that the Switch was gonna sell 3 million its first year. So you want to claim that L or not?
Okay, how much is sold?
Over 3 mil.
So far?
What's the exact number?
I'm not sure. It was over 3 mil. You never seen the fucking article? I'll link it to you.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna claim your first L though, right?
I ain't claiming nothing. That's just still garbage. It's still garbage.
Moving on, yo, Alex.
Still a garbage console.
Moving on, Alex.
So, Metroid was a really great thing to see. The fact that they're actually working on something like that, because it's just exciting to have a game that a lot of people had a lot of memories with to come back. And Nintendo has a really bad habit of shitting on Metroid for a long time. So that's cool. A mainline Pokemon is great. I'd love to see more of it. Hearing that and seeing them really take the Switch seriously instead of trying to force the 3DS into more things is a really great thing for this device. The biggest game for me out of that entire conference was Mario Odyssey, honestly. Seeing that trailer, seeing that game, seeing the gameplay for that game, it's like when you first played Super Mario 64. It's like being a kid again. It's like you are back to being in the 90s. You got your N64, you pop that fucking card in, and you just lost your goddamn mind because they all did drugs. I want to know what drugs they did. I want to do drugs with them. And then I want to play that fucking game while high on whatever the fuck they made because it is crazy looking. It is.
Oh, like, shit. Yeah, BG, real quick. BG made a bet saying he's going to throw his PS4 out the window or something.
Yeah, remember that?
What was it exactly, BG? So I can actually, I think I screen capped it. I think it's in the archives.
I want to see that.
BG, I think you said if it sold like 10. I think he said if it sold like 10 million in like 1 year or like 2 years or by 2018, he's going to throw his PS4 out the window.
All right.
Was it that high? I don't know.
I hope. I think so. I think I'm gonna hit up Blandrew. You know, Blandrew always got these in the archive.
He's got those saved. You know he does.
Blandrew's got a screen cap somewhere.
Blandrew got this in the archive. Yeah, I don't know what it was exactly, but I know Blandrew got the archive. I'm gonna hit him up because you said you're gonna throw your PS4 out the window.
All right, well,
and I want you to, stick with that. Keep that same energy. All right.
Well, show me that I said it.
All right, perfect. All right, continue.
But
there were some. In the small half an hour. What was that? What?
I just don't understand why people still get excited from this Mario World game. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really be trying to understand, man.
So, Rev, I want to know, like, I want to be real with you. Like, what happened to your childhood that you don't?
Or BG?
I'm sorry, not Rev. BG.
Me and Rev feel the same about it.
No. He claims that he has played every single Mario game.
Like there's no way. I mean, like, right. I could see like if you were like in your 20s and you played Super Mario 64 and you were like, it's better. But if you like played it when it first came out, or even Super Mario World when it first came out, you should probably be pretty hyped for this game specifically.
So for the record, like if people haven't realized, the Switch is the first Nintendo console I've never bought. Like that's the only one I've never had. For the record, and I played Mario Galaxy, played Mario 64. Those were cool. Like those were good games, but it was never one of those games.
So Mario 64 is a good game to you. It's not like a legendary game to you.
No.
Oh, you grew up with a PlayStation. That's why.
I enjoyed Banjo-Kazooie more than Mario 64.
Oh my god!
Banjo-Kazooie is a great fucking game.
They're both
good. Okay, hold on. I think they're both on the same pedestal because Super Mario 64 made that possible for Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
But I think they're both phenomenal platformers. And
the fact that the music
in Banjo-Kazooie is bar none some of the best ever.
The fact that you can't acknowledge that's a legendary game, bro. That's crazy to me, bro. But we all got our own opinion. Yeah, I know you like Crash, and you're gonna buy Crash Remastered and hype that shit.
I've told people
Crash is fucking trash.
I'm not hype about that.
You ain't buying it?
Huh?
You ain't buying it?
Yeah, I'll probably buy it, but I'm not hype about it.
Oh, we got you. I thought only preteens like those kind of games, BG. So what's up with your comments about that?
You're not seeing hype of Crash.
I have the fucking post you saying, people who get hyped for Nintendo's conference are fucking preteens, but you buying Crash. Why? I don't understand that.
Who's hyped for Crash though? Like,
you buying it? You buying it and you playing it? So how you calling other niggas preteens if they like to play Mario, but you playing Crash? You're not making no sense.
But I'm not jumping out my jeans for it though. Like Crash is like, I'll play it. Okay, I'll play it, but I'm not going crazy for Crash. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a game. I'll pick it up.
Okay. Yeah. So that preteen comment was pretty retarded, basically.
I mean, listen, y'all get excited for like a lot of it. I'm just saying. I get excited for a lot of those games. So
I ain't trying to keep your.
No, it's fine. No, the thing with the Nintendo conference was there wasn't enough for me to keep going. They did kind of go back and forth. I'd like to see more Yoshi and more Kirby because those are great games too. They probably will be, but I did like Yoshi's Woolly World. I thought it's super fucking cute, and Kirby's always a great fucking game to play.
Cute.
It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's a cute little thing. See, you laugh, BG, but the thing is, so here's the funny thing, BG. You laugh, but the thing is, the girl in the podcast agrees with me, and that's what's more important.
That's fine, but the last thing I want no game.
I mean, you can hang out with all your bros all you want. Just have your circle.
I just love how Alex is so comfortable saying cute.
The last thing I want any of my games to be called is cute. I'm just saying.
Yo, look around.
Yoshi is cute.
Rev is about to go crazy in the chat right now, bro. What did he just say?
Rev probably just died right now.
You gotta look. You gotta understand that you need to be in touch with yourself, right? Know who you are, right? And sometimes when you say
secure with yourself, Alex,
I dig it. After school special right now.
I'm secure with myself. It's fine.
She's about to go left.
I'm with it.
Dog, yo, this could be a whole nother topic that I don't want to save today, because we'll probably get too deep. But we'll probably have BG back on that for that later. I'm gonna try and get his ass back. I'm gonna have to pay him or some shit.
Shout out to Solid Rev. Shout out to Solid Rev. Alex is banned.
You said you're banned.
But Erica, quickly go.
Quickly. What stood out the most to me, because you guys already listed the games, but what stood out the most is that it seems like, and I don't know whether to be scared or excited, but it seems like Nintendo is starting to listen.
Yeah.
They're giving us Metroid, Pokemon, and even games like Rocket League, which supposedly, I guess a lot of fans requested it. It's like on Reddit and stuff like that. They've been just wanting this game really bad, and here it is. So it's a step in the right direction. I just hope it keeps going. They need to carry this over to like the online and stuff like that. Listen to us there. But it's looking good right now. I feel like the Switch is it's going to be successful. That's
so BG, you want to take anything back that you said while you're here that it's going to flop, it's dead on arrival? You want to take some of these comments back, or what's up?
No, I don't need to take nothing back. Still think it's going to do that great in the future. And listen.
All right, so perfect. You think it's going to pass 20 million units?
What is it at now? I don't know.
Over 3.
20 million?
20 million ever? I'm sure it'll do it eventually.
Okay, so how about 30?
Damn, Kofi, you're signing checks.
Like, well, you buy its lifetime, I guess.
So where do you think it's gonna fall in its lifetime? That's what I'm curious just to know.
What has the 3DS done? Do you know?
Like 50, 60 or some shit like that.
Hold on,
so BG, just a prediction. Where do you think it's gonna fall in its lifetime before we hear from Gaming Addict?
Listen, I don't know because
I don't know. Okay, so you don't want to say it. You don't want to say it because you're gonna get exposed later. You know you're gonna get exposed later, right?
Right now,
I'm telling you, it's over 3 million.
Listen, I don't think it's gonna do anything like impressive. Like, listen, the GameCube was a better console than this.
This nigga won't give a number, bro. You're not giving a number
because I don't know. Like,
all right, so
I don't know.
You're playing this safe. You're playing this safe, basically, because you don't want to say anything and get exposed later, right? So I feel that. I rate that.
I don't care about getting exposed. The console's trash.
All I could say is this is not the Wii U. It's not going to be the Wii U. It's going to do really good.
Yeah, what's going off the deep end? It's going to be the best-selling console holiday. Whoever said that, hi, y'all, hi.
What happens
I don't know, BG,
I think
Mario
Enrique said that stuff.
really
He may be wilding still. You may be wilding.
On a serious note, BG, wonders if the Switch outsells its competition for the rest of the year.
No.
It's got a game it's got a pretty high profile game coming out almost every month for the rest of the year.
High profile.
I mean, and honestly, like when you look at it, like don't think about it like just like, oh, I'm BG, I'm looking at it this way. There are plenty of people who are old and young that no matter what game you're playing, they'll be like, "Are you playing Mario? Yeah, I fucking love Mario." Like there are people that doesn't matter the age bracket or when they stop playing or if they just started playing, Mario is a staple, and people will buy a console just for Mario.
Yeah, it's huge.
For Zelda.
Mm-hmm. All right, Gaming Addict, you wanna quickly give it your thoughts so we can wrap up?
I mean, when it came down to it, I think as of 2017, I think Nintendo had the most impressive lineup, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I liked almost everything Nintendo showed, but they did what Microsoft should do. The dude came out there was like, "Yo, I'm working on a Pokemon game. Peace." Like that's all it took.
Yeah. Because that's yeah. All right, so scores. Gaming Addict. What's your score, man?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, Erica, what's your score?
That's mine too, an 8.
Alex, what's your score?
I'm gonna say it was on par with Sony as a 6.
Jack, what's your score?
I don't have one. Honestly, don't.
Damn.
No, I don't want to. I don't have an opinion on that. I really don't.
All right, so we'll go.
I can
0 out of
respect
10.
not having an opinion.
We'll go 0 out of 10 from Jack. Jeremy.
Jack speaks Sony. That's all he said.
Him and BG.
I'd give them a 7.5.
BG. Let me guess, a 3, 2, 1.
4 already.
All right, 4. Okay,
4,
perfect.
right. More than I expected.
And you know what from my personal opinion, with the announcements that we got, I feel like Nintendo had the biggest announcements, even though we didn't see shit. I swear to God, they had the biggest announcements of E3. Metroid Prime being a big one, a mainline Pokemon coming being a big one. Overall, I was surprised because I was expecting not much, to be honest. After that,
Complete dog shit. That's what I was expecting.
I was expecting
Same.
it to be super trash after that Pokemon Direct. I'm like, yo, this shit's gonna be garbage. Let me put my expectations low. But it turned out actually to be pretty damn good, so I'm giving it.
They actually announced a pretty good amount.
I'm giving it a
25 minutes.
motherfucking 8. Yeah, you already know what it is. Switch
Yeah,
to
when I heard it was 25 minutes, my expectations went way down.
Kofi
know
and
what to
Nintendo. That's funny, bro. Funny thing, I got a lot more achievements in Xbox and PlayStation than a lot of these days, and Steam combined. But that's funny. Real quick, I want to hit these topics super quick so we can leave. Sony's comments on crossplay. Yo, BG, your quick ass comments on that. Why Sony's reasoning why they're not allowing crossplay between.
I mean, Sony pretty much just acting like the cool, popular kid in school. That's all it is. Like, and I don't want to associate with these losers, these dorks. That's all it is. Like, they making it seem like they care. Oh, we care about the children and all this other political stuff. When it's they're just cocky and like we don't want to hang with the losers. That's how they're looking at it.
Basically, you seen their excuse for it, like save the children kind of excuse, something like Nintendo would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it makes sense for Nintendo because they're a toy company. They're make stuff for kids. That's what they do.
All right, yo, Jeremy.
What's the thing? What?
Quick thoughts on crossplay.
He's asleep.
I know we late.
Yeah,
Sony's not allowing it.
I feel like Sony just, to be honest, I don't even freaking know, to be honest. I don't care. I don't care.
So all right, so basically,
I just want to play games, bro.
So yeah, I rate that. Jack, you have any thoughts on this? Why Sony's not allowing crossplay?
I'm kind of surprised they're not allowing it, but at the same time, it is their prerogative. I mean, it would be cool, it would be cool to have, but if I don't have it, I'm not gonna whine about it. But I don't know why they're not doing it, to be honest.
Okay, Alex.
I think they're going down the same path they went with the PS2, and I feel like they're not learning from their history.
Okay, Erica.
If Nintendo could do it, there's no excuse.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like if Nintendo's doing it, they should just jump
it's freaking
aboard, bro, and just do
Nintendo.
it.
Come on, like
Yeah, they don't allow shit.
exactly.
They don't allow shit. So
I'd expect this from them, not Sony.
Yeah, real talk. It is kind of a bad look. Gaming Addict.
I mean, when it comes down to it, it's their decision, it's their platform. If they don't want to open it up to other platforms, I mean, who are we to judge them for their decision?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that too. Quick thoughts on Phil Spencer's comments on 60 frames per second. Gaming Addict. Did you hear about it?
I was on a plane the whole day.
Okay, all right, perfect. So BG, what's your thoughts? I think you made a video on this.
Yeah, he just said that, said, I guess, joking wise, that don't worry. He was like, Sony, don't worry, we'll protect the Minecraft players or whatever. I mean, it was funny. It was a cool response. I mean, because Sony's they're making it seem like it's a super serious issue when it's not.
Okay. How about your thoughts on Phil Spencer's comments on 60 frames per second?
I think that, like I said, that did get taken a little bit out of context because in that conversation, he never straight said, and I'm like, am I missing something? He never straight said that most people don't care about 60 frames. He said he just questioned if people do, like he never said most people don't. So I mean, so most people actually don't if we count in casuals, but most hardcore do.
Yeah. Jeremy, you bagged this.
So what exactly did he say?
It was a whole conversation. You got to go read it.
Yeah, you probably got to read it if you haven't really paid attention to it. Then basically,
Summarize it.
basically his comments was like, no, he had like a whole dialogue between a thing. It's kind of hard for
long,
me to. It's kind of long for me to think. He had like a whole dialogue between him.
So
and
the thing is, the issue for that statement is that the interviewer saying, you're chasing numbers that people care about, but you're not chasing the one number that really matters, and the number that matters is 60 FPS.
Yeah.
And Phil's idea is, well, why do you care about 60 FPS? And response is because it directly affects gameplay, right? And so, and that's where he kind of he laughs and he chuckles and he's like, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's a subjective opinion, and that's a fucking lie. That's the only one that matters. That's also a lie. And his thing is, what did he say? Don't get me wrong. I love frame rate. I love Ori. It's one of the best reasons. It's one of the reasons I love playing Forza. But you have to go back to what you said before. Most people, what frame rate does Minecraft run at? And to be honest, that's deflection of the argument. He is clearly doing a console. He's doing a topic switch to deflect the point of saying that we are not going to target 60 FPS on this console. We're going to target 30 because that's what we can do. We're trying to sell resolution over frame rate. And that's why people are so upset, because this console can do 1080 60 Ultra. It has the hardware to do it. And they'd rather push a resolution that is not as widely adopted instead of focusing on better gameplay and better games in general by having a higher frame rate. That's why people are saying you don't give a shit about frame rate, because he clearly doesn't. He only cares about what the game is going to look like. But the problem is 60 FPS looks better is the key factor. And that's what pissed me off, because that moment right there is when I had to take him to Suplex City, because that shit is bullshit.
It's a Suplex City. All right, Erica, quick thoughts before we wrap up.
I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing, but when I hear these kinds of quotes and stuff, it just makes me think this is gaming now. And I think as a whole, especially for casuals, it's all about the graphics, and it's kind of scary sometimes.
Consoles are gonna be forever the 30 frames per second box.
Yeah,
probably.
So that's just where I'm coming from.
Yeah. All right, yo. I ain't trying to keep anyone longer. We all tired. We're gonna do the outros. BG, Big Boss.
You already know, Big Boss. I don't need no Metal Gear. August 1st, if you want to. That's my birthday. Buy me a Switch if you can.
Manipulation.
Jeremy, man. This nigga asleep?
He's asleep, I think. Legit.
All right, yo. All right, Jack. Yo,
appreciate everybody for watching. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Jack Moo Johnny. Check me out.
Jeremy, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Or you sleep? You dozed off, huh?
No, I was doing something second. Nice to be back on the podcast. I think the last time I was on was episode 4 or 5. So
damn,
it got better, sir.
All right, I appreciate that. Alex.
Thanks for everybody for watching. Oh no, it's Alex with 2 X's. If you want to check out my channel, go right ahead. I fuck people up on my channel. It's awesome.
Oh my God. Erica.
Yeah, you guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Eric Cuts for the Win on YouTube. My birthday is in September.
That's right, Erica. Plug that.
I guarantee you Erica gets a Switch before BG does. Quick.
Yeah, Gaming Addict.
What's up, you guys? Thanks for inviting me on. Check out my channel. Check out my Iron Lords podcast, and check out Kid Smooth's Planet Xbox podcast.
Yeah, guys, I really appreciate everyone tuning in, watching live. I would really appreciate it. Hit the like button and please support us.
Hold on, Alex is the musclehead, right?
Yeah, I'm the musclehead. And I said Kirby's cute. Come on, fight me.
That's what I'm saying. People always talk about me working out. See, what do you do? What do you do to make for a living?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What do you do for a living?
This could definitely be a conversation for after.
Yeah, it's a conversation for off the air.
After hours.
Yeah, so I appreciate.
Well, the simple answer is sales. We'll say sales.
All right, Doc, nigga, let me do the outro, bro, so we can leave, bro. Jesus Christ. Appreciate everybody watching the podcast. Shout out to everyone. Really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up button. And yeah, we back next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. We out. Take it easy, people.
See ya.
See ya.